All right. By popular demand.
You know, everybody has dreams, but I dream about dream with Yahushua.
But I wanna know, do you ever dream of being with Yahusha? There I know I can get rest.
Me and Yahusha turn my dream into reality. I humble myself to be under your principality. Got plenty of tomorrow, I can think of this truth. I will fall cause my desire is be with you. This beat is smooth, but I belong, you get the message. The goal is of my proof, don't let this world make you forget it. Listen, why would you lose when you were made to win? Yahusha got a place prepared for those enduring till the end. I wanna know,
do you ever dream of being with Yahusha? There I know I can get rest.
I dream of being with Yahusha in his Malcolm. He's the boss, set the standard for what I'll do. To achieve a okay, make him proud too. Call me as being no sin, I set it aside too. Make it in, that's my ultimate goal. This a doc, that's my ultimate role. Play my part in the show, broadcast it on the day. And those who want to enter in his rest and behold, I'm asking, I wanna know.
I wanna know, do you ever dream of being with Yahusha? There I know I can get rest.
Yo, there's a dream and he told it to his brothers out there. Should worship him and not should call another. Shimmy on desire, consolation of the pen. How he was in the people and deliver words from sin. Obedience, compliance is how I change my ways. Meditating on the word from the ancient days. Deep spirit down in the body of the dove. Being one of y'all again, that's what I'm dreaming of.
I wanna know, do you ever dream of being with Yahusha? There I know I can get rest. I wanna know, do you ever dream of being with Yahusha? There I know I can get rest.
Yeah. That's all we want to know. Do you ever dream? We saw you that dude. Dude, that's your jam, dude. He liked that one. That's your song. You like that? You know, he don't know. He's sitting in the back seat of the car screaming out, singing it out. That's all right. Everybody all right? All right, look at that. Boy, look at some come back, some more get gone, don't they? Boy, this thing switching up bad out here. Yeah, you definitely got to take care of yourself, but this thing serious out here, all outdoors. Here we are. Back to a Shabbat. So the week done ended. We call it come to a close now. Everybody been doing their thing. It's time to do Yahuwah thing now. And that's to get understanding. We all got lives we live. I mean, when I say outside of it, people say that. We have lives outside the synagogue. We are outside the building. You don't ever have a life outside of the obligations. That's what people mess up, like people go to church. And well, you know, that's God time on Sunday. I mean, for me, all the time Yahuwah time. I don't just look at it, Shabbat being here time, all the time belong to Yahuwah. You know, that's the thing that everybody need to try to consider, not making it though the Shabbat come in and that it's more requirement. I mean, always acknowledging who let you lay down, who let you get up. It's all Mr. Yahuwah at the end of the day. It's just for people to recognize who let you do anything you do, who keep you, Who decided to move you out the way or let you stay? Everything, Mr. Yahuwah, just do good. Acknowledge him at all times. I just look at this at the time he acknowledged for us, say, well, cut the work off from what you're doing. Trying to cut that off and then trying to be about me even more to focus. I gave you time to do things and still keep me in mind, but now I want you to just lay everything aside, and I appreciate that. It gives us a grounding. I really am a believer that for people to get the spirituality, it's the most important part of anything you do for your foundation, for setting yourself. You know, it's because of the word and because of Ruach spiritually. It kind of gives me my ground and let me know, everybody say my do's and do nots. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to have. That's what keeps you. There's a lot of things people can use, like people wear a bracelet, like what would Jesus do? I don't need no bracelet. I do like that with the word I hid in my heart. I might not kata against him. I don't need no bracelet. What you gonna do if you lose the bracelet and fall off? People put on necklace, jailhouse crosses. I've seen people use all kind of stuff. People put tattoos of their mamas and daddies and grandmamas on their back and arm and chest. I can't use that. What if you can't get it? What if you lose your sight? You can't see it. I appreciate this, what he's given me, and that's to keep it in our lives, in our minds, in our lives, and in our hearts. That's the most important thing you could do. Our young people, you know, I can't stress again how important it is for you guys to get these fundamentals now while you're young, because as time go on, you know, how much more time we got left is very limited. I don't see another. I just about can't hardly see another 10 years, but if it happened, you know, the will of Yahuwah be done. It's just because of the direction the world going in. I don't know, Uncle Ted and Aunt Smith, they're a lot older than I am. I don't know. I mean, from where the world is, from where y'all grew up to now, how much longer could, if you had just a guess, nobody knows, if you had a guess, how much longer they can go, about another 30 years, 50 years?
I would like to see another 30, but
Yeah. I'm talking about the world itself, though.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I just be honest with y'all. I can't see it. From those of us that seen the world back from another place to where it's at now, I just be honest with you. I don't know what else they could do. I mean, this place is so far gone. It's like, it ain't in no recovery state. It just, even if the war in Ukraine would have stopped in Russia, it's still, it's imminent war with North Korea. North Korea been shooting out ballistic missiles. They're doing nuclear tests. And Japan and the United States and South Korea have vowed that there are going to be repercussions behind it. I don't know what repercussions you give a man that shoot nuclear weapons. I mean, what you going to do to him? He's shooting nuclear weapons. What do you think that man ready to do? That's right. And I mean, we know it's going to hit. You know, hitting the United States, you know, a lot of stuff these people say, it's all mouth. Hitting here is hard for a lot of people. A lot of people can't do the duration we got. You know how many countries will support America? There's not a lot of countries, like China go to war. China don't have an allied country that's just gonna jump in with them. Nobody but dumb Russia. When you talk about United States, everybody's economy is here. When they hit Detroit, when they hit the World Trade Center, that's everybody's economy went up in smoke. These people effed up people's money, faking explode, blew up a building to cover up for all the missing money. Everybody, the United Nations is here. Who gonna let you come over here and you finna fight the United States? You gonna fight by yourself. It's any other country you could fight might have one or two country allies. When it's the United States, they just got too many people to back them. It's too many people counting it. It's too many people got the dollar. A lot of people don't know Misraim, Egypt. Egypt is getting rid of the dollar. A lot of them don't know that, yeah. See, they don't tell you this on the news. They getting rid of it. They want it gone. Listen, they losing a lot of influence over there. But I can tell you right now what's finna happen to Misraim. They finna have another regime change. We on what there, Mubarak was the president over there. He tried to stamp and be a man. We got him out there, he in jail in Egypt. Think about it, you've been the president of a country. We get you out of you in jail in your own country. What kind of power you think these people got? You go from being the most powerful man in your country to you are in jail in your own country. Do you know how humiliating this is? People sit here in jail with you like, you're the president. The United States put you in prison in your own country. We put the Muslim Brotherhood up. They ran their mouth. They're a terrorist group. All of them got, done. Sisi, he the president now. American pick, and he just got rid of the dollar. It's not gonna be good for him. Did the same thing happen in Iraq. A lot of people didn't know that, and that's the same thing Saddam was doing. He was getting rid of the dollar. You can't be on these people payroll and get, y'all know we give Egypt something like $45 billion a year. You think we give you $45 billion to get rid of our currency? It's not going to be good for him. They're going to find out about them little kids he liked. Y'all didn't know about them little kids he liked? And the women he was raping? He didn't either. But when they show all the evidence and them kids testify, who you going to believe? I'm believing them kids. And the court's going to believe it that way. Listen, ain't nobody, listen, everybody who withstood them, they took them down. They don't remember when this guy, his Jock, he was the president of France. He withstood them when they got ready to go in the Gulf War, when they first went over in there, behind the so-called buildings being bombed. And Jock withstood them. He didn't go, France didn't go. He told them they weren't going. He said, ain't no weapons of mass destruction over there. He told them don't go there. He said, it's none over there. He withstood America on it, and everybody else went. Of course, they found out there were no weapons. Y'all know where Jock at, right? He in prison in France. Old man. I'm talking about old man. We talking about the 80s, shaking. Listen, I see him in court. This man sitting here almost, listen, they never forgive you. They never, that was a bad, listen, he was going out, he flung, he was like, we're not sending no troops over there. Ain't no weapons, no mass destruction. He was telling her, don't go over there. He was right. He in prison in France. He ought to be dead now, though. Can you imagine when you 80-something years old, you've been the president of a country and you going to prison because you ran your mouth against these people? Nobody does nothing. And what's bad, your own country holding you. Your own country, the president that's there now, they know it wasn't no weapons of mass destruction. Tony Blair lost his job for running behind that story. Tony Blair was the prime minister for England. And he lost his job. They unseated him behind that stupid stuff. They told him, you a George Bush boy. They're like, what you doing? England been pulled it. It pulled their troops. A lot of folk pulled their troops straight out. When they got there, they realized that whole thing was a hoax. They pulled their troops straight out of them. And they unseated. He lost his job behind that. Y'all didn't hear about it. Most of y'all didn't know why he wasn't prime minister anymore, did you? Go look at him and see why. They got him for being stupid. He go like, what was you thinking? You took troops over here and there's no weapons over here. All these countries know it. Nobody say nothing about it. People lost their jobs behind that. You see how these people keep everything quiet? Why ain't a special on TV about this? Oh, nobody cares. This is how they get us. At the end of the day, it's kind of like, when are people gonna get conscious? You got people that can't sleep. Hey, we have a sleeping problem to this day. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine you might break out maybe on a cold sweat? How many people maybe lost limbs? How many people, I'm talking about people have just lost their mind blind. People lost their marriages. People lost their home. People lost their cars. And these bastards still keep going. These bastards make billions and billions of dollars, still making money from that war because they got contracts over there. And these people still screwed up. And they got to go to the VA, and the VA got to run them through a whole bunch of paper trail. They can't get no benefit. This white and black. This is not a race thing. This is every one of them. They don't want to show you how many of them guys sit up. Listen, you talking about 2 prosthetic legs and an arm, and you blind. Let me see, what your wife gonna do when you get home? You left him walk. I got ex-soldiers. You left him walking. You come back, you got 2 prosthetic legs and an arm, and you blind. What we gonna do with you? How about we gonna check in somewhere and leave you? That's just too much pressure. Do y'all know how much pressure they put on the wives of these people? Do y'all know how much pressure they put on these people? These people got back people that left that norm, they came back. They're just totally screwed up, and you go to VA and the VA give you a whole bunch of cockamamie stuff like you making stuff up. The first time they went, my cousin, he was in the first one they went down, they were pissing blood. They kept telling me they were seeing spots. They tried to tell all of them it wasn't nothing. They were having a baby born and half the ear was missing. Oh yeah, they kept that out the news. They were pissing blood. They go to the VA and tell them they pissing blood. Normal. It's normal to piss blood, and it's normal for you to see spots. They host everybody like the whole thing was a host and kept moving. They ain't even came clean on the Agent Orange with the Vietnam people. Right. Most of them don't even know. People ain't been compensated for that. Right. They still try to act like those guys making that up for Vietnam. That's what they do. Really, a soldier is, you too expendable. You can't risk your life for these people. They don't care about it. It's a good story they give you to get you in. They don't care about you. Man, like army men. When you play army men somewhere playing with kids, you're expendable. They just drop you off and leave you down, come to the VA and sit in the line. Then what a lot of guys did, came back, they start self-medicating. That's how I got on heroin from the 70s. Vietnam put a lot of guys on heroin. And you'll see them, they ain't nothing but crackheads. Crackhead and drug use. You know why? What you do when you get dropped off in the jungle and nobody give you no ammunition? You talking about you leave straight from, these folks, how smart is it to drop somebody straight from basic training into a war zone? From basic training teach you enough to drop you in a war zone? You ain't ready for no war zone, not for no basic training. You ain't had no training. You might feel like you ready to do something. That's just basic training. That's just the basic. You talking about drop you off in the jungle. Guerrilla warfare? With them folks live on that. Niggas ain't never seen no snake longer than their pew. What you do, you see a snake longer than his pew? They got bugs, plants that'll stick you, bite you, kill you, and then get rough with you. Man, them Japs set up stuff for these people when they was out there in the Korean South, snatch your leg up and throw you into a board with a whole bunch of spikes sticking out of it. One spike. Can you imagine something grab by leg, snatch you in the air, and sling your body into a big board with a bunch of wooden spikes in it? They going through your body every kind of way like this. It's spendable. White boy came home, they got all kind of merit badges, ain't been in no kind of fight. They just made it back, been pushing paperwork. These white boys make it back all the time. A lot of our people messed up, and the ones that did make it back, the black one, on drugs. Yes, sir. Vietnam put more guys on drugs than anybody. I can tell you, I would know a lot of them in that era. Boy, drugged out. You look at it, you know what you say? That's all these guys do, get on drugs. What you do when you sit out here and you watch your whole battalion blow up? You came from a middle class home, and you dropped off in the jungle somewhere, and you just watch people get blowed up, snatched up. You watching all this stuff going, you out here sleeping in the woods. You talking about the jungle, everything making noise. It's nothing out here that can't kill you. Nothing. With Desert Storm, them guys had to worry about the heat killing them. The heat, roadside stuff blowing up, killing them, snipers. Well, that's a lot to worry about too. You gotta worry about them bad. And you're not beating them bastards with no shoulder fire. You're not beating them. Them bastards can drop down anyway. They pray all the time. It's nothing to hit one knee. And they accurate. Tell them bastards hit one knee so fast on you, that thing know you blowed up. That's what they do to our people. These people that hate us don't look at us as a system that killing all of us. The service used to be a good place to go to. You can go there and get the GI Bill, get you some college money, get you some time in, get you some experience, learn how to get disciplined, learn how to keep yourself clean and get on out. Worst place to send them now. They make them feminine now. They put you in here in the barrel with homosexuals. They just mess your head up. Now everybody getting softer and weaker. You got in a real fight, you don't need no sis out there with you. You know, nigga out here with no pocketbook and no pink, no glowing red pink fingernails on. Woo, woo, in the pitch black dog. Sniper round coming. Scott! Everybody killed. Sister trying to throw a grenade. Wait, man. You done. You done. Sister done blowed up the whole battalion. Can't do no sis out there. I definitely don't want no sis that done cook. Last time I ate from a sis, it was 1996 or something. I pissed my wife. I had went somewhere, come back, and they had a cookout at the church. They had brought me a plate home, man, had some wild hog. It was slamming. Oh, the food was slamming. Got that dessert, eating that peach pie, that thing was slamming. I said, who made that peach pie? They said, Junior made it. I said, Junior? I said, Junior. They said, yeah, Junior made a peach pie. I said, Junior the sissy? She bring me no food from no sissy? I don't even know sissy, I don't even know. I already know how you made it sweet. That thing, ain't gonna lie, it was good. I said, I know they use for sugar. I don't even know sissy. It was too sweet. I said, who made that peach pie? They said, Junior made it. I said, Junior the sissy? Boy, well, piss with you. I don't never bring me nothing no sissy done cook. I ain't never been that job. Man, it's not sissy. Not sissy gonna drop that finger in their mouth. And stir them little peaches in there. Oh, no. Hand-picked peaches. I can't eat from them. I don't know, I might have offended someone. They ain't looking too happy. What's wrong with Junior? I'm probably, what's right with Junior? Ain't that right? No, what's wrong with him? What's right with him? They hurry up get through the conversation. Start talking about what's wrong with Junior. We're going to be here all year. Y'all all right? We got to keep instilling that too. Y'all, let me see two of y'all come up here and greet each other. Today, y'all can't count two of y'all. Let's go. Come on up here, homie. Give me somebody that. Let me say, huh? What you said?
I said how do.
How do? What you supposed to say? That ain't how you greet nobody. What you supposed to say, Joker?
Shalom.
Shalom. No, we want positive energy. We know shalom too. What are you supposed to say? So you weren't here when the club was going on?
He was sleeping.
He was sleeping.
I was not sleeping.
You a rat anyway. I told that joker. Let me tell you what I told about your brother. I told that joker too. I said, where your brother at? I'm gonna beat your brother down, joker. He told me, oh, he ain't in the mud die. I said, what you doing telling where he at for? You trying to save yourself, ain't you? I'm gonna beat you down. Nah, you supposed to go tell him, what's going on, brother? Doing all right, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. You feel that? Genuine, ain't it? You don't like it now. I'm just doing this because we're on TV and everything. All right? But that's how I want that positive energy. You want to transfer it. You want positive energy from him as well. Got it? So you got how you go up? You know, you want to go up to positive, and you want to be genuine. You don't want to just make up now. You want to be genuine. It ain't good to say, you know. You don't want to say, yeah, take care of yourself. No, but now you want to be genuine. All right, let's see. Let's try it again. Let's see. Y'all back up, man. I got a corner. All right. I want a clean handshake, positive energy. Go! What you say?
I'm doing great. Shalom.
You doing great, shalom. What about him?
How you doing?
How I'm doing? How you doing? You were great him. Joseph, do you want to be in this class?
Yes.
Okay. What you supposed to say to him? Shalom, my key. Good to see you. How you doing? Positive energy. All right, let's try it again. Break up. Get in your corner. Get in your neutral corner. I want a clean flight, clean hug, greet, positive energy. Y'all ready? Go!
How you doing?
What was that? What was that?
A greeting?
What did he say? I don't know what you're saying. You gotta come with it. Come on, let me you try. Come on. How you doing, Mike? Keep good to see you. How you doing? What was that?
How are you doing?
How am I doing today? What? Joseph, you're too late. Where's your energy? You gotta come in with it. You ready? Why am I not hearing anything right now? Why am I not hearing anything? That's all I wonder. Why? Why?
How are you doing?
How I'm doing? It's too late. Joseph, what happened, Joseph? So when you come in, you got to come in with the greeting. What you supposed to be saying?
How are you doing?
How I'm doing? Who?
Brother.
I keep your brother. Come on, positive. Yeah, how you doing? I keep good to see you.
How you doing too?
How I'm doing too?
I said, how you doing?
We got to come together. So how you doing?
Doing good, Aki. How you?
You sure?
No. Yes.
All right. Then
How you doing?
I was doing all right before it took you this long. All right, y'all got it. All right, y'all ready? Woo! Positive energy, brother me, take 15. Go!
I'm doing great. How are you feeling? Good.
I'm gonna look better. You're a little better. Me watching. I'm watching. What you think? Good. What you think? What you think? He did good. That's cause he said you did good first.
No.
You sure? All right, I'll take your word. Let me get two more. Come on. Two more. Positive energy, take two. Oh, who picked you? You're the biggest troublemaker I got.
I light up the whole synagogue. I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Brandon. Brandon, you done heard that before. I know I ain't got to go with you. You heard it before I even said it. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Y'all remember how to do it? Positive energy. Positive energy. Aki. Go!
How you doing, my brother?
Do we need to call the hospital and make sure it's back yet? Why are they clapping for this man? What you think? You ain't getting nothing out, did you?
No.
What happened? All right, let's try it again. Positive energy, take 2.
How you doing, bro? I'm doing good. How you doing?
You got to. What? How mean?
Let's something else. Yeah.
What is something else? What?
No, we're talking about something else, but yeah. Pretty good. Oh, you doing good? No?
What did you ask him?
I asked him how was he doing?
How was he doing? How was he doing?
Good.
How you doing?
Good.
Do you need to get checked? Yeah. I think you do that, yeah. All right, come on. Give me 2 more. Come on, Malachi. Hey, all.
Come on, messenger.
Man. All right, who we got? Come on, Junior. No, Junior got lips, so we got. That makes she be looking. Hey, your glasses on. Y'all ready? You gotta be honest. Positive energy. What y'all bringing?
Positive energy.
Who the man? Who the man? You. That's what I'm talking about. I keep something on this joker. Y'all said that. He know what it is. Y'all ready? All right. Positive energy. Take off.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing? What? Did he tell you he doing good? He check on you, you check on him. The feeling is mutual. He wants to know how you doing. So you want to know how you doing. Good. If he not doing good, listen, hang in there. Because sometimes that you're going to run across some people, it ain't going to be, it might hit him. Come on. Come on, give me some energy.
How you doing, brother?
Man, going through.
You'll get there?
I get there. I'm about ready to commit suicide. I don't get untook that, man. Let positive energy class. So you had to be ready, because sometimes some people that you greet now might not be doing well. So you might tell me like, so you might tell you ain't doing well. Come on, how you doing, brother? Doing all right?
Doing good, sir?
Some people gonna tell you they're not doing too well. You're that person not doing too well, okay? We'll try it again. Come on. Positive, I'm gonna show you positive energy. Okay? What's going on? Okay, good to see you, man. How you doing?
Not really good.
Man, go ahead and kill yourself. No. I lost. I thought back in the street. No, you have to listen. So we try to go, all right. How you doing? Like, you doing all right, man?
Not really good.
Not doing good? Listen, man, I ain't getting nothing, man. You know, be encouraged, brother. Praying for you. We got to walk out like, y'all got it? All right, y'all going to do the one who ain't feeling good? Who going to be the one that ain't feeling well? Malachi, you ready? All right. So you ready? Positive energy versus Malachi broke down on the last leg. Ready? Go!
How you doing, brother? Not too good.
Man, you had the man got nothing. How you doing? Yeah. You like the man got scoliosis or something. What's it like? Brace your brother, gotta know how to say brother, So gotta learn 2 sides of the coin, because somebody might not be feeling well. So now we gotta learn how, with our positive energy, at least leave a brother with encouragement. Y'all got that? All right, he gonna be the one that ain't feeling good. You ready? You feeling damn good. You ready? So you gotta take the positive energy. You ready? Positive energy meet broke down Derek. Go! You laughing at the man? The man got a gun in his pocket, he finna shoot himself. Oh my God. All right, who I got 2 more? All right, thank y'all. What you moving way down there for? Get on here, Joker. Come on here, Joker. Who's the guy? Come on, John. You too, come on, he can't greet himself. Come on here. Professor. All right, who gonna be the one broke down?
Xavier. Yeah, I know that.
Xavier. No, you weren't broke down, Joker. Positive energy coming. You ready? Positive energy coming. Getting broke down, Xavier. Go! You still gotta move. Let's try it again. Positive energy meet broke down, can't move, Xavier. Go! What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trying to just mess me up? Are you a spy? Is somebody paying you to do this? All right, come on, let's try it again. Come on, you broke down. You not agreeing. Not agreeing. How you supposed to agree? All right, you ready? You ready? All right, come on. Go.
How you doing, bro? Oh my God.
What is it right here? Handshake. How you doing? I keep good to see you.
sir.
Doing all right?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing damn well. Thanks for asking. No, but no, I'm pretty good. That's what I'm saying. You gotta move. Move. You done broke down one, remember? All right, so y'all ready? Let's wait till we get a COVID test before we do this one. Y'all ready? But how you doing, bro? You got your COVID test? You ready? Positive energy, me, broke down Xavier for the third, 15th time. Go.
How you doing, bro? Not so good, bro. Where's the encouragement, son?
Yeah, what encouragement at? What we gonna tell him? He said he's not doing too good. What we gonna tell him?
Hang in
All right, let's try one more time. Let's go. Go.
there. How you doing, bro? Not so good, bro. Well, I'll help you out. Good, well.
You said raw out here tonight. You volunteer some money out of my pocket with that man problem.
No, I said I'm gonna help you out.
Oh, it's like you said raw. Don't put me in it now. Take your own energy, your own money. We're gonna have to work with y'all a little bit. Thank y'all so much. A lot of work, a lot of work. Give him a hand clap. Yes, yes, man. See, it might seem futile, but I'll be honest with y'all, what people don't know, in order to get, it's not always, but the energy you carry in plays a part off of what you get back. You'll be surprised how many people can pick up your energy and where it takes you. How you move says a lot about you, how you communicate, how you do things. So always look at the end when you're taking positive energy. It could be a person that's in a crisis or a situation. You don't have to offer money, but just hearing genuine. Because if I ask you how you doing, that's whether you're doing well or not. I'm concerned. Okay? Y'all got that? So if you're not doing well, without having to tie yourself in a whole lot of people's stuff, let them know to hang in there. Be encouraged. Be genuine about it because you want somebody to do the same thing for you. I know we did as an exercise, but always remember when you go and ask somebody that, don't always look for somebody and say, I'm doing well. Y'all got it? These are little things we have to learn how to do in order to kind of keep ourselves connected, keep ourselves going. A lot of people live off to themselves in a sense. And you have to learn how to kind of live within confines. We all are energy people. Y'all got it? Whether drawing or giving. A lot of people don't want people that draw. It's just like in your car. If you had a battery drawing, you had a radio that keeps pulling your battery down. What you gonna do? Keep buying a battery? What you gonna do? I'm gonna sell you a battery. I'm gonna sell you a battery. No, I'm just saying. But those are the things that you guys want to think about. What you put out. You might not always be at your best, but once we change our mind frame on what's our goals, just like when you get up, what's your goal? My first goal, to get up, I want to get her due. I want to give thanks to Mr. Yahuwah because I appreciate the fact you got me. I want to make sure things are intact mentally. I want to communicate with him right off the bat. That's immediately. I want to make sure that's on my mind above everything. Communicating with you, recognizing who got me up, how you got me up through your being Yahushua HaMashiach, how you keeping me. And I want to make sure I'm aware of if it's something I've done, whether intentionally or unintentionally, I want to admit to him I have fallen short before. The fathers, the abbas, they fallen short. The benim, the children have fallen short. And I want to confess that to him through Yahushua HaMashiach and acknowledge him in every way that you have done nothing deserving of what I've done or any of us. I want to give him that recognition. Let him know I'm conscious of that. I'm cognizant of that. And I want to recognize you for all you do and all you keep, what you don't have to give me. I appreciate the loans, the family, the house, the strength. These are all loans. And anytime you get a loan, it ain't permanent. You're going to have to give it back. So I want to let them know it's a loan. Since I got to get it breath back, I appreciate the loan. It's only a loan. Because every time, y'all think about this. Everything works on a cycle. The cycle works. As many people dying and many people coming back in. So you got to look at, he's taking from you to get to somebody else. Somebody who been blind has had a surgery or scheduled for one tomorrow. And you know what they're going to get? Who knows? Their eyes. You ain't going to believe what else got tomorrow he got scheduled. Somebody got to go blind. So tomorrow, since somebody going to get that sight, that miracle surgery that they've been praying on to finally get their sight, he said, I got to take it from somewhere else. See, listen, wait, how y'all think this worked? How y'all think that worked? Jerusalem was a place that was uninhabited, that Yahuwah kept off to itself. Y'all trying to correct? What happened? Somebody was down. The land that he told us that he spied out for us, somebody was in it. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine Yahuwah say, I got a house for you? You're like, listen, this house got everything. You like, everything you want is there. And when you get there, you see the family moving out and they crying. You're thinking, what's going on? He said, how does she think I got it to you? Somebody else had to lose it. Somebody had to get rid of it. Somebody had to pay something. Somebody had to grab some money, get out, whatever it was. I fixed it that way. Somebody had to lose it. See, you know what, in happening, something that you might feel like, some people might feel, just like when you get your child alive. You know, somebody's child died after being born for a couple of days. But you know what, as cruel as that is, you wouldn't want to take your child life with you. So that child who been living for 3 or 4 days before yours could come back with you. He said, that's how it worked. A baby was born, a baby died. He said, all I did was swap them out. So you know that teach me how long, eventually, I got to swap out with somebody else, Chris. Y'all play for it. Boss, you been on the field for it. You heard them, you got to come out the field, somebody come. They leave that position open till you get out the bench. You play, when you come out, they ain't got no receiver. They short a receiver. What happened? That's why he called him out. Guess what else will happen if you don't? That's going to be a violation. I got too many men on the field. Am I making this up? Is that correct? They'll hit the whistle. They'll throw a flag. What? Then too many men on the field. Y'all play basketball. So what position you play? Guard? So they take you out. So then it's on the one shoot. It's on the one other guard. What happened? You was a shooting guard, Wayne? Every position. That man sound like Hayward. So you leave. There wasn't nobody else on the field. There wasn't nobody on the court. But he know that though. But once they took you out, he said, "Wait." But everybody understand the system, and when you understand it that way, you understand just like you existing. Eventually, you gotta come out the game. So while I'm here, I'm trying to be as effective as I can. I'm trying to gather as much information I can about the understanding of how this man works. So I make sure I don't violate. That this man will just prolong my day just a little longer. Just prolong my strength a little longer. Prolong my sight a little longer. Because I want to use it for a benefit to him and be able to help others. All this is important for us. There's a lot of things you can get. There's a lot of people rich, but they're sick. They're gravely sick. And there's a swap out. He gave them what they wanted. If I could just be rich. That's it. If the Lord just let me be rich. He hear you. He said, I'll make you rich. But with all the money you got, you can't get well. With all the money in the world, you can't sleep. You had the hardest time trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? Drinking is just such a strength. But you know what? I gave you your heart's desire, though. You rich. Unmistakably, nobody can deny. Anybody see you know what they're saying? You got money and you rich. You know what they're saying? I give it all up for my health. Yahuwah said that's how I had to work. He said, when I gave it to you, I had to take something from you. I tell people something. I learned, be careful what you ask for. Be careful. A lot of folks are like, oh, if I had this, I'd get this. Be careful what you ask for. Because Yahuwah will give it to you. And it'll be the worst thing you ever got. And that will be the thing for you now. At this point, now you really irritated them. Because you did all that asking about it. You never considered your health. Now I gave you what you wanted. Why am I hearing all this about your health and now when you say I'll give it back? All this don't mean nothing now. we can't be that now. This is all you ever wanted. This is what you dreamed of. You could see yourself doing it. And now you got it. It's the worst thing you ever asked for. Take your time. I just tell what I learned over the course of time. You don't have to live, you ain't got to live a whole 100 years. But if you live enough and you move around enough, you learn how to take your time. You realize, take your time. And what you ask for come with a whole lot more responsibility than what you're thinking. People don't just give you nothing for nothing. Everything got something come with it. Y'all see, like this is life. Life is unfair as it is for some, man, it's great for others. And it's all about what you come through here and what you want to get. For me, salvation is my main goal. I'll be honest with you. Salvation, I done a lot of things. I had a lot of things. I done seen a lot of things. I own a lot of things. Ain't that gonna beat salvation? Everything you get comes with more responsibility. It comes with more wear and tear. It comes with more pulling your time. And you still gotta balance your time with your will. And that's where it get tricky at. He'll give you a lot of desire, and that'd be the worst thing you ever got. Even when Yasharal, they had started telling how much they hated that bread. Lacombe, they told him, he fed them with bread from Shamayim. He fed it to them and they got sick of it. They were like, man, we ate so much bread. They're like, we wanted some meat. Meat. So he sent a Kadeem, an east wind in. He rained quails in all around them. He rained them in on them, just let them drop in the camp. They ain't had to go out, drop them straight in the camp. And many quail they could take. He made them eat quail till it started coming back out their nose. And they realized they didn't want it, and that just only irritated him even the more. He said, while they were eating, I just got even more angry with these people. Because this is what you asked for. You wouldn't take what I gave you. You wanted something else. You kept desiring, you kept wanting, and everything I gave you, it was the best thing for you. See, Yahuwah have a way with learning how to, well, put us in a place that make us start considering, take your time, because everything they say glitter ain't gold. It ain't gold. Take your time. I was a little boy to find a little rock, look for a little rock, they'd be cracked. They have a little shiny part inside them. And I remember I used to get them rocks. I said, what if this rock worth a lot of money? As a kid, hear me sit on rock, someone crack that cat. You'll say, he laughed. You remember that?
No, I just left that idea.
Yeah, they'll have that. You'll have one rock, they'll have a little shiny. You know what I'm saying? Have like, and I say, what if this rock is worth a lot of money and I'll be rich? As a kid, everything you want, everything was rich. What if I be rich? What if this worth a lot of money? Damn thing worth nothing. But boy, your heart just going, because you watch TV shows, somebody got rich. You watch, like, y'all remember the cartoon Richard Rich? That little bastard, every time I look around. The dog was rich, brother rich, the car rich. Oh, that thing drive me up the wall. But I liked it. It's just like, all I want, he made me just want to be rich. Because it's like, they just constantly kept getting money, rich. And it just drove you out, and it make you appreciate what you had. And even with that, I try to tell people, watching television intelligently is so important. They took us out the bedroom. They took us out from the television when I was a kid. All our kids watch TV separate us. I didn't have to check. I know they do. We would come along, everybody, only time that you watch TV, if it was cartoon. They wasn't sitting there watching no cartoon. Let you watch them cartoon, they doing whatever. They knew that TV and that cartoon had you locked. But it was a TV show, we watched them together. Wasn't no titty and no pickle popping up on that TV. We were looking at, we were watching Household Family. The guy brought up a show, ain't right here. Bob Newhart, me and him were talking about that. The Bob Newhart, I watched when Bob Newhart had a job. Then Bob Newhart went off and got the resort, him and his wife, and had the guy Daryl. This is my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl. I said, Cal, you remember that? I watched Bob Newhart all the way through. The one when he worked at the job wasn't as good, but when it became, he had the resort, it was fun. It was a good one. That was funny. I thought about it, we were talking, I said, man, I forgot about that show. I said, man, I used to love that show, kid. But you watch stuff that had some type of principle about it. It was funny, but it was him and his wife. It was never them and their girlfriend, them shacking up like Martin, because it changed the dynamics of the family. People don't realize TV changed the dynamics of the family. It was one TV. You might have one in the living room, mom and dad in their room, that's it. They tell you, don't be in my room now. TV got to stop. Don't be in my room. That be it, man. That TV be out. They ain't play around, they ain't play that stuff. But look at it now. Every kid got their own TV. So everybody's getting taught something different. Everybody getting a different message. So then we put the family together. You pull everybody and put them together. Everybody dysfunctional. People don't even talk to each other. They don't talk. The telephone took away communication, just people talking. People texting. I had to do it. Some of the people talking, I saw it just pulled our attention away from just even regular communicating. By the time got a call, it just pulled us away. Before, it was a phone call. It had to be in your house. You had to go to a phone, but no one never nothing to hold you like that. All time I was on the phone at nighttime talking to a girl, telling them lies. Laying on that floor, telling them lies, like I could be up that time of night. This was a lie. I supposed to be in the bed, but I act like I could be up. But I hear them coming, I hear that thing go eat. I put it down there and run my tiptoe, the hard water talk. I learned how to run in my room, they never know it. Because you run flat for that thing, it's a boom, 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 they know you was up. But I had to know how to do it. Don't ask me about it. I was just good. You get beat a couple of times, you realize you can't do that no more. But you know, all the things you look at, how the family structure was, we lost it. Sitting down and eating together. How many families in here sit down and eat together still? I can see that. Who else? Anybody else? It's typically just not there anymore. I mean, we lost that. Food on the table. Everybody go watch, come and eat. We did. Everybody just take their food and go. Most of the time you eating, you on the phone, I'm talking, I'm busy, I'm doing something. Everybody going. We lost that. Everybody stop what you're doing to eat. I remember we used to pull out there. They had that fade. Oh, like, we got to do this. Sit down and eat. Everybody sit down and eat, just stop them. Everybody just come back and just see how people doing, have a conversation. We don't do that no more. We lost it. That's why the family structure is so broken. It is. I know everybody, we just going. And we can say it's not detrimental. But look at where we at today. Even husband and wife, they don't have time to sit down and eat. Me and my wife, we'll eat together if we going out to eat some other time. We really ain't got time. She got something she got to do, and I got something I got to do, so we really just busy. It's just going. And a lot of times people don't have that time to just stop what they're doing and let dinner be like, oh, it was sacred. You playing, they take on, all right, time to eat. You had to come on outside. Your friend, hey, I got to go and eat. You want to hurry up and eat it, go back out. They broke you from stuff. It just broke you. That was time you sit down, stop what you're doing. Now, like me, I'm usually eating, talking, and on the phone at the same time. So I'm just gobbling food to get it down and about damn near choke yourself out. So it's like stuff we have to just come back and look at. When you look at the direction of where we are today, at some point you got to go back and start retracing your steps. Look at, how did we get here? I'm still thrown on going to school and somebody trying to teach me about being homosexual. Somebody trying to teach me about opening to my feelings. And if that's the way you are, you have a right. You're like, what are we doing here? I need to be trying to catch them on this reading thing or something. Well, we don't even have no where I'm at, because that definitely ain't where I'm at. But you just the whole narrative of where we at today and how this stuff is so acceptable, and how if you say something against it, everybody against you, you can get fired. Like how we get here? How we get here? You are a faggot. You are gay. Like, what are you doing? It's wrong. And yeah, this is the society we in. It's just sad. It's really scary. But between them and the Jewish people, I mean, we done. You can't say that about the white Jewish people, and you can't say that about homosexuality. That's it. You can't talk to a girl more than 2 times, because she gonna be me too. I mean, a lot of these guys ain't got no choice but to go gay. It's either go gay or get a criminal charge. She told you no one time, you came back. Okay, you don't know me yet. Now she a part of the Me Too movement. Which means you finna have hundreds of thousands of white women with poster and Gloria Van Session, the lawyer, the white learner. She get every woman case. I don't know why she on the go fit nobody else. Gloria, what's her name? Gloria Van Session, the white woman, the white attorney, she always defending the women when they claim they raped, like the one for Trump. I think for Trump, she claimed she was attempted to be raped or something. Like he was gonna rape her, but he ain't rape her. So the attempt to rape just as bad as the rape now. Man, listen, women, the stuff y'all get to put out. I get that why some of these guys been trying to be homosexual. They trying to get some of your rights back. I might go join one of these women athletic groups and tell them, yeah, I ain't sure what I am. Just walking in there, dominate them, just knock them out. And they're going out boxing, they're going and kicking her stomach. Say, what I lose, 2 points? And I said, that's that dirty nigga you to be in me. I'm fighting though to get out of me. And I just give them, just drag them. That'll teach them a lesson. You know, don't let these faggots walk right in here and just monopolize these women, just run through them. But see, now the women right folk fighting, I'm glad. This, and the women, is y'all fault about these sisters in these sports, because y'all the one done pacified these sisters, play with these sisters, let them paint their nails with your stuff, use your lipstick and your rouge. Now these your sisters done come here and took your sport. What they think, you want your man? What they thought they gonna do with their sport? Sisters not stable. They're not stable. So I don't know what these folks looking for. You know, I was thinking about how these people, they run us down and how we should stand up for the flag. And you know what we're going to do? No, you can stand up. It don't make a difference. It don't make no difference. Let me tell you what you do so people can see for themselves. I will not tell you I don't stand for the flag. I will not tell you I don't stand for, what's the other song they got? Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and stand up. Don't worry about it. It doesn't make a difference. Our people so far gifted. All you're going to do is turn the odds against you, and they're going to use it to demonize you. You stamp and you use it against them. So now I stood for it. What rights do I have? Come on. So I holler, well, if y'all will stand, so I'm standing. Now what's your excuse? What's your excuse for your discrimination against me?
Right.
What's your excuse why you standing pledge? What's your excuse for not treating me right? I'm standing. Because they want to use everything. Then now we saying we're standing because we stopped standing because when we were standing, you weren't doing that for us. So we stand up as a sign of we feel you're not genuine. It's not fair. It's not equality for us. Stand. Just so you can show. So what's your excuse when you get through? So I'm standing. What's going to be different? They made it all about football. Won't they stand? Won't they stand? We stand, we don't stand. You hate the country, you hate white folk, you're a terrorist, every lie they come up with. So you stand. What am I now? I'm still getting shot. I'm still getting gunned down. What changed? See, take the power out of their mouth to come back and say what you ain't doing. Because I'm telling you what you ain't doing. I've been doing this and nothing happened. I sat down, you make an excuse. I stand back up, and you still ain't doing no better. Nothing changes with these people. I am so tired of trying to get my people to think. It's not hard. You don't have to shoot a bullet at white people to hurt them. You don't have to go mob and kill them. All you have to do is stand on genuine principles. I can't find those people. I can't find them. They don't exist. I am so frustrated. It's like, what does it take? Let's just go ahead and stand. Stand, go ahead and do it. What is it going to do? Just show you, what are you accomplishing with these people? Nothing's going to change. No. You just take the power of their mouth. Say, well, I stood up and I played. What am I now? Right. Am I going to have equal rights? Ask them, when you get, what? Now can I be treated fair? No answer. They ain't going to have no answer. Just like we don't have one. People of color don't feel like they deserve anything. They don't feel like that's how you live, that's how you serve. You don't feel like you deserve it. I know salvation is very, it's not practical, not based on white principles. It's not practical. There's nobody in the Christian church that can honestly, truly, 1,000% can say they can believe they can be saved. They don't believe it. They can't. I show them the pages in their book. Look at your character. You look at that white man who looks like those white men who took you and beat you and raped you. Everything that's telling you about white principles, none of this connects to you. None of the whole scenario, the whole run of it, everybody shows, nobody looks like you. They look like the people that oppress you. You've never had a fair deal by the hands of these people. You know salvation is not practical. It's not practical. It takes a person like me to be on the scene to bring it some practicality to it. Break it down to its most simplest form so you can understand it. A lot of stuff people, they can tell a lie. They didn't understand it. It's impossible. I taught Christianity for years. I know they don't understand it. Listen, I can remember, I know what side the page stuff fell on. It's not practical. You really didn't understand what you were doing. You didn't understand. They couldn't break it down to a science to just show you how it made sense. Unless you can actually look at our language, how it's constructed, and look at how he spoke to them. He spoke to them in a way till it made sense. Nothing they told you made sense. Nothing. They could not explain Father, Son, Holy Ghost. They could not explain it. They told you God the Father, God the Son, Holy Ghost, and that was it. They left with three individual distinct people. They told you things that they did not understand. They say, tell you to pray, don't question God. Because everybody got their teaching from their slave master. When I look at things, I try to be practical about it. How do I see it? Because if I can't see it, it don't make sense. If it don't make sense, how is it going to save me? See, the God I serve, it don't have to make sense to me, baby. You just got to love him. Old, foolish, wise talk. Makes no sense that I don't have to understand it. I just got to love him. I don't even know who you are. I never seen a rock before. Everything understanding you through is through a physical form that you gave me, the Son, a physical man. I can't see a ruach. How do I come up with this love for God when I don't know how a spirit? What color is a spirit? All right, how big is a spirit? How short is a spirit? Wow, great answers. I just know I love them. See, we just accepted something, and that's why we're in such a disarray. I try to when I look at stuff, I come in unscripted, unrehearsed. We put things on the board, and I go through and I say, listen, I'll walk through and I show you. I show you what I see. I can show you how I understand it. It's got to be practical. Everything he got, you know, people, they were so busy. You know, they would tell me, he's a mysterious God. That's it. So that is just by anything. Everything just, because you don't believe how it worked. Never heard it before. Y'all heard it too. I was the only person told that. They told that to somebody else too. Do y'all understand what mysterious is? Goes into mystery. Something that's not, listen, that's something unsolved, unknown, a mystery. Does this make sense that I love a mystery? I don't even know what it is. It's a mystery. Can we look up these words so people just look at, it's not practical what you've been told. It's not practical what you believe. All that has to be torn down and constructed to where it makes sense. There are attributes to this man and to the Ruach. How would Adam knew he was coming? I heard your call. I can hear your sound. It's when the hair stand up on your, y'all do like this. Everybody do that. When the hair stand up on your arm, God in the room. No worry. Just foolish. They just foolish. I know because the hair stand on the back of my neck. Just stop it. Just stop. You got more hair on your behind you got on the back of your neck. Just stop it. People just told us stuff because it made sense to get us out of the way. Then they gave you songs that made no actual sense if you think about it, and they just made a fool out of it. They just got it, they made a fool out of it. They gave us some things logical, but a lot of stuff they gave us wasn't logical. So when people got into real situations, they crashed. They crashed because your lives come to an end. Just like the religion. Oh, listen, from India. When I tell you, this man is washing these people out. Why are you praying to this God? This man is flooding you out here. You either need to exchange what you're doing or reconcile something. Why? If I'm praying to Yahuwah, this man is studying flooding me out. It is only for a cause. Either he is not the one or I need to reconcile something. Stupid people keep going the same way. And they look at the man punishing you. Keep punishing. My Elohim let me know that though. My Elohim lets me know that. That I am trying to get your attention. These stupid people will continue the same way. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Make no sense. These people got me playing to a rat. A lot of things questionable. I'll go to heaven with 70 women and do what? You can do that here. You need to go to heaven and go get 70 women. Get you a real good paying job and don't never cash your check. Until you get enough to pay 70 women. You ain't got to go blow nobody up. Some stuff, why you want me to blow up? Some stuff, I just want to know that. Once I see the first nigga blow up, all them pieces, say, where that man pickle at? Because that's going to be tight when he get up there. That thing blow up and say your pickle done went way off somewhere. Now you sit up here in heaven, you put back together, no pickle. These 70 women hot, ready, sweating, waiting on you. You ain't got no pickle. Because your God forgot to put the pickle back on. And this is a big deal now. Isn't that right? This is a big deal now. It's a big deal. Because you ain't got your pickle. It's just the stuff people ask you. Some stuff you supposed to stop and say, I need to ask a question. Let me get this straight. I'm going to go strap on these bones. I'm going to go here. This is what don't make sense to me. How many of y'all people here love Yahuwah? Want to be with him? What if I told y'all one sure way you can go and be with him right now? How many of y'all be in? I'm talking about for sure one way. That I believe is sure one way. Listen, without a doubt. Everybody strap on something and blow yourself up. This is the problem I got with it. I'm using this as a scenario. This is not true. Why, if I actually believe that, why would I still be him? Why am I scuffling resisting, obeying, when all I got to do is strap something up and blow somebody up and I'm gone. I'm straight in hell with 70 women. Why wouldn't the preacher have done this and been gone yet? Why wouldn't the other folk done? Why is everybody sitting in service and those guys ain't all strapped up with jackets on, strapped up with stuff and walking out there just blowing up folks? Because they know they don't believe it. They know it's not practical. They know they isolate. What they do themselves, they lie to themselves. I'm just going to focus on this part. I don't want no God. I got to focus on the one part, ignore the other. If this is the man's doctrine that you have to blow yourself up and take out your enemy, why are they still here? People don't even believe it. They don't even believe. Does that make sense? No. All I got to do is just take my car, drive out here on the spreadway, just hit anybody. Hit them and flip them over, and here I'm sitting here with 70 women. Why am I still here? These people don't believe their own doctrine. They don't believe their own doctrine. It makes no sense. Why are we sitting here resisting, holding out, suffering, when all you got to do is go boom, boom? Walk in, what it take? Walk in, bow, boom. I'm in heaven. 70 women. I showed none of these people don't believe their doctrine. They don't believe their doctrine. What can I say? All y'all hypocrites. Makes no sense. Why are you still here? It makes no sense. This is the easiest way to go according to their teaching. Why are they still here? Because they don't believe their own teaching. They've accepted certain parts. Listen, all the Muslims don't even agree with Muhammad sleeping with kids. They don't even believe, all of them don't even believe it. They don't accept, don't adopt it. Why am I following religion? I don't believe in grown men sleeping with kids. But this is all our word, and the people that give it to me and the instructors who got it all slept with kids. Because people are hypocrites. That's why they sit in churches and they know they preachers live foul. Call people hypocrites. If I knew I'd go straight to Elohim, no question asked, just boom, boom. You think I'm still being here? That don't make common sense. Because these people don't believe what they believe. These people give you stuff to pacify people. There is a spiritual part of man. Man is digging and trying to find his foundations or where he needs to be. Some things are just not practical. And these people don't care about what's practical. People worry about what's comfortable and where they fit. And that's why people in so much damage and turmoil. The people that lead their place, these folks have no groundings. There is no way you can do what you're doing to people. And you have any caring for anything. Yet these people sit in some religious organization. Look at the major people in the Catholic Church. Catholic Church responsible for destroying every South American island. Yes, soon they beat you. Listen, y'all gonna get a private school, Catholic. Oh, listen, every one of them. Africa, Jamaica, every one of them. You're getting a Catholic school. Your kids will be going there for the school year, coming home for the summer. They all will be molested. And they're going to be taught about Jesus. What else you think I'm going to teach you? I'm going to have to teach you don't hate. Don't hate your enemy. Pray for me. Pray for me and don't hate your enemy. What you think I'm going to be doing to you? I'm going to be your enemy. The stuff I'm going to do going to make her hate me. What's your teaching, sweetie? Not to hate your enemy and love them that do evil to you. That's going to give me all I need to touch her, molest her, steal from her, beat her, and whoop her. And what's she going to be doing? Running, hoping I die, pick up something, try to kill me? She'll be praying. She will be praying for the Pope. She'll be praying for the Cardinal. She'll be praying for the Archbishop. Christianity is how they dominate us and they made us so passive today. They always do it. They ain't got an island. Listen, Canada, they went through the Indians. Y'all know they just making payment to the Indians now. The Indians went after them from Canada. Oh, listen, Catholic Church, how many of y'all know about this? Please look this up. Listen, they killed them and buried them. Listen, molested them, killed them and buried them. They found the body. They coming out of them. You know about Uncle Ted? Tell me, I ain't making this up. What happened? Who did this? The black people? No. Who? Catholic Church. Y'all know they finna pay them. They had to come out and make record. Oh, listen, these bastards, man, listen, the Catholic Church. Let me see. Catholic Church is the mother harlot of all the churches. If you are a Christian, you follow. This how dumb runner. This how dumb they are. Oh, I ain't Catholic. What you? I'm holiness. Stupid me. I thought you were Catholic. Catholicism. Listen, it can be Jehovah Witness. These all of them dumb. Every one of them dumb. Church are dumb because they all keep thinking they don't connect to the Catholic Church. They all have a cross. They all put up that table up there. They all fall under the diocese. This is the only thing allowed them to do. They broke off, but I keep your same principles. That's what the Protestant church did. They're the same, the Episcopalian, everybody was under one diocese. They all started breaking off. That's why you had Episcopalian, you have all this, Lutheran, they're the same people. The Bushes are Lutheran. His daddy was a Lutheran. His daddy was a murderer. His granddaddy was a murderer. Prescott Bush. He was friend with Adolf Hitler. These folks have been murdered. Listen, they all are prominent members of churches. Oh my goodness. What are these people doing? They use religion. It's the most dangerous instrument you can ever put out here because they know what, I don't care what group it is, they all fall under some type of religious organization. He ain't gonna believe it. Let me see. What's up, folks? How you spell folks? How you spell it? F-O-L-K? Followers of Lord King Satan? Where religion coming? Why they just saying a game? Because they all follow some type of religious satire. Every one of these groups follow it. There's not, listen, in MS-13, every one of them, notice, everybody falls up under some type of religious structure. That's why you have to watch. Religion is dangerous. Religion is the most dangerous thing you get out here. Ain't that more dangerous on this street than religion. You want to terror? Shut these churches down. You want to stop terrorism? You want to stop gaming? Shut the churches down. Oh man, in Minnesota, let me see. They got the gangs in there. Them guys serve in there. They serve at the church. Yeah, I watched a special on one of them. How about they locked up one of them? You know what they asked him? I think they shot somebody. Get what he wanted to know, told him. He told him he had to be out Sunday. He had to go to church. Because he served at the church. I saw they interviewed the white pastor. White pastor got these gang members. They serving in the church. These guys commit crime. Want to know could they be out Sunday because they had to go to church and serve. That's how retarded these people are. I told you, church will harvest these people. Church will make them feel good. Bring them up. We got to get them and love them. No, tell them the truth. We love them. We're going to tell you the truth, though. You ain't do it. See, they don't want nobody to tell these people the truth. They don't want get nobody. They don't want nobody getting nobody no real structure. See, the stuff what I'm telling you, I do. Watch how white folk work. You show how hypocrite these people are. See, you tell them about why you can't stand for the pledge, why you can't stand for the national anthem, and why is it again? Why y'all guys? What's the problem with it? What is it? Okay. Injustices. What you got? Who? Killings. Yeah, that's true. So I wonder if I played the German national anthem back when Hitler was in, with Jewish people stand up. I wonder why they wouldn't stand up. Who know why they probably wouldn't stand up if I played the German national anthem back when Hitler was in there? Trauma from what? From oppression? Talking about the same stuff I'm talking about. See, white people aren't fair. Because do this number to them and see what happens. All you got to do is say, back then, wasn't it the law though? Hold on for a minute. This is all I'm trying to find. Hold on for a minute. Back when they quote unquote claim Hitler was killing Jews, was it illegal in Germany? So it was legal. Back then it was right. Then they should stand up for the national anthem of Germany. I told you black people ain't got no brain. Because they can't think. They don't talk to me. White people don't talk to me because I tell them it don't make no sense. I would tell you the same thing. They're not going to stand for no oppression song that come from England when they were there and they was oppressed. They left. They broke away from the government. Anything that's going to remind them of them being whipped, beat, or any injustice, they're not going to do it. You know what? This is why I crack a hypocrite. Tell them to stand up for the Confederate flag, the ones in the North. Back then, the Confederate flag wasn't legal. Back then, the Confederate wasn't legal. What's the problem with white people? Because white people, we fought against them and we died behind them. A lot of people died behind the killing of the Confederate. Tell white people to stand for the Confederate flag, and all of them pledge allegiance to it. I'm talking about the North. See, white people ain't fair. They're not practical. They tell you stuff that's impractical. You just don't know how to argue with them. They tell you stuff that they clearly won't do. Go do this to some Jewish people, see what they do. See how they shut, okay. See what you get shut down. See if they just ignore it. You know they're gonna tell you, you know how many people died on that? I feel the same way when that flag sent up. This, and that flag like that, is the same thing. I'm with you, brother. All I've been trying to do is get you to feel my pain. That's all they try to do. They trying to make a fool out of you because think about it. None of the things they ask you to do affects them. That flag don't hurt them in no way whatsoever. It hurt you. Because what was your status when they made the flag? What was your status before the flag? What's been your status after the flag? Case closed. Ain't that right? All we need to do is change the dynamics of how you do stuff. I'll be the first one to stand up. I'll make every nigga around here. I'll make a nigga in a wheelchair stand up. Even if he fall, he'll stand for a fraction of a second. Stand up. I can tell you too, you'll shake, you'll be all right. Shake, rattle and roll. It's just, all you asking people, all you telling people, let's be fair and let's be practical. White people not practical. That's all I want y'all to consider. But I got to move on and talk long enough. Service started at 8 o'clock, so I try to get through and get out of here. Y'all all right? All right, we're going to get ready to sign the Kato Sarah, and we're going to try to move forward. Go ahead. Amazing stuff we got up here. We didn't finish kind of talking about, and I just picked that up. But can we look at it and see how I understand it? How about that? Let's get all the mystery. Let's look at the first word, mystery. We already got it up now, so we know what a mystery is. How does, let's remember the quotation. How does God work? See, that's why I tell you, stuff people don't even think. The power of just knowing what something means. Mystery, something that is or to or wow. That's why I don't serve God. I serve Yahuwah. It's not practical. Then they told you makes sense. So if it's difficult or damn near impossible to understand it, how am I gonna do it? How you gonna charge me with not being able to do it when, quote unquote, you yourself say you are mystery? All your stuff is a mystery. It's difficult or impossible to even comprehend it. Why would it make sense for me to even try to attempt to even do it? But see, you know, stupid stuff. I still do it. And all you missing is a hole in the middle and the 2 butt cheeks on the side. You know what you are. Something that is difficult or impossible to understand or explain. All right, that's tight. Let's look at this. Let's come on Romans 15:4. All right, listen.
For what things soever nikatab for our lament.
Y'all hear that? Whatever things were written to teach us and to show us and to instruct us. Y'all got it? So we understand. We have a different knowledge about the word teaching, lament. To show, to instruct. So we want to make sure we know. So when you're instructing somebody, you're showing them basically telling them what they need to do. That's why it wouldn't make no sense. That's just a wasted effort that you sit around and give us a word like lament to teach you, to show and instruct, and yet it's going to be difficult. It's going to be damn near impossible to even try to comprehend it, so it's going to be futile. It doesn't make sense. Elohim doesn't work in that type of atmosphere. He works in things just being plain and simple enough that the things that they had, the things they possessed, were things that they could understand how things work based upon them. It doesn't make sense when people tell you about him being mysterious and a mystery and all these different things. He have things that he's hidden from you because that's not for you to know. Let's see what he told us. Listen.
That through endurance.
That going through without giving way. How am I going to go through and not get away when it's difficult and damn near impossible to know what it is? This don't even make sense to tell me. This I'm going to tell you. It's almost impossible. So why am I trying to do something impossible? Let's do this. How many IKEA I got him? Got a little jump on him. Let me see. How many here can jump? So got jump. Jump. All right. Let's do this. Go outside and jump over the building. Why not?
Impossible.
These guys ain't even trying. They must don't know God. Don't make sense. They're like, it's not practical. They know it makes no sense. It makes no sense to think you can clear this building. Forget it. You know, slamming about the ninth block up the wall. Makes no sense. But going through without giving way and
the Nakum
comfort. This is why people go out, because we have, and one thing that made it look impossible was basically the way they taught it to us. They didn't teach it to us for us to get understanding. They taught it to us to get money out of our pocket. They got out of us to convict us. I wasn't there to make you cry. People give you a sob story or find some of the story book sorry, and you would just naturally collect. Because most black people, it's nothing, anything here sad about killing, you ain't got nothing in common with. Black people are very emotional. So using a book to make black people cry and get money is not difficult. Who in here can't deal with a mother loss, or losing a child, or losing a brother? You know what I'm saying? Or losing a father, who can't identify that? And they used it to manipulate us. That's all they did. They manipulated us. Nobody sat down and actually taught us and really showed us that so we could get an understanding. Y'all got it? That's all good. Comprehending. All right, let's see. And let us know that in going through without giving way, it's practical. Why would I have you to go through and tell you not to faint and not to quit unless there's some type of reward? He understands that about me, that it's just not practical, that I'm going to get up every day and go to work and don't want no pay. He knows that that's not practical. Why would I be getting up every day going through and not giving way, not quitting, unless the reward outweighs the labor? That makes no sense. I'm getting no pay. I don't care about getting no pay. I ain't worried about that. Whatever the Lord sees fit, I'm just doing it because you are a stupid fool. The man has clearly told you there has to be a reward attached. That's the comfort of me going through. They said, well, Smith, why you not sleeping with these women? Why you not? Because of the reward and looking at the severity. There are a lot of things I have to attach to decisions you make. Going out, people say, I've been worried about, I don't know, I might slip up and go and get drunk because you hadn't considered the reward. Mm-hmm. Nor have you looked at the severity of the reward or the recompense. That's how people do things. Because I don't consider recompense. I consider recompense. Because recompense is going to be a whole lot more than what I just got through drinking. Y'all got it. It's going to be a whole lot more recompense than me just having an affair or having a relationship. So considering all that and considering I'm losing a reward that's greater than the labor of me waiting, and now I throw it all in to go and commit some little quick pleasure, they're going to come back and got a whole lot more welfare behind it. What you think?
That's right.
See that? And that's practical. He makes me realize that. So you got two things to consider. You can say, well, you know what, man, I don't need no reward. So you need some punishment? I definitely don't need no punishment. Because you got some people, they good. They don't need nothing. He said, you need some suffering? I don't need no suffering, then you'll stay away from it. Mm-hmm. Hello? I'm just telling you. I tell you who a good person to come here and live right. Adam. Here's a man had everything. He didn't know what the taste of fall was. Not until he got it. He had a chance to do it all over again. I tell you what, boy, he'd be the best Aberdeen you seen. He'd be the best server you had. Mm-hmm. He realized, listen, you talk about a nigga fail from somewhere else. He said, I fail. Mm-hmm. Everybody talking about what they had. He said, ain't nobody feel like me.
That's right.
So I had a chance to do this over. I'll never do that again. Ain't that right? He realized, man, listen, it's the suffering that go along. It ain't like suffering still keep the gun. You lose the gun and you suffer until you go back to the ground. That man lived for 900-something years. These niggas be talking about some aches and pain they had for 5 years and 30 years. 40. Can you imagine living 900-something years suffering? You sweating. He said, till you go back to the ground. Mm. He said, I'm going to make you suffer till you go to the ground. Well, you understand. And you think he knew he was going to live 900 something years? That's what I'm saying. When you make your mind up to say you're going to cross that man, you better start considering. It ain't about killing you quick. I let you live a while. I make you suffer. That 900 something years, till you go back to the ground. I got to believe that if I'm going to be saved. He said, listen, till you go back to the ground from which you came, I'm going to make you say, and you're going to suffer for this. You're going to get stuck. It's going to get hot. It's going to get tight. Listen, ain't nothing going to work for you. Listen, when stuff like it ought to be coming over you, didn't work out. And every time that stuff worked, you know he had to come and consider. It is Yahuwah. He had to say, just like Ali did, didn't it? It's Yahuwah. That man said, then it keep you 900 something years, but your day long. I'm telling you, you've been living, what, 7, 8 years? That's a long time, ain't it? Could you imagine throwing about 800, about 20 more years or so on that? And then you talking about all of it be suffering, all of it sweating, all of it getting stuck. Nothing work out for you. Ain't nothing but Yahuwah can do that for you. I'm just telling you, you got to do it, consider. Come on. And my comfort had to be, where is it at?
Other Ketubim,
Other writings.
we might have Tikva.
That's what I'm looking at. I got an expected wait. That's why I'm
right.
here. I ain't sitting around for nothing. I ain't resisting for nothing. I'm looking at the reward.
That's right.
I'm looking at the reward. I'm looking at the suffering. Don't let anybody make no fool out of you. I got both of them on the table. He told me, just like he told him to choose that Yum. He said, I set before you life and death, Baraka and Rosh. I put them with a cursor, all off. I put them, listen, he said, choose. Then he told me, you choose which one you want. So I'm going to make you suffer. It's going to be a curse on you. I'll give you long days, son. I'll give you help if you stay with it. That's what I'm holding on and waiting on. I've seen people run a long time with a lot of strength. I've seen them come down. So I done seen folk been up. I've seen them come down. I'm afraid of this man. That man let you get your hopes up. That man let you hit a pinnacle and bring you straight back down. And you'll never recover. I seen it. I'm telling you, I seen it. That's why I'm here. All right, let's look at this again. Ukanon 5 and 39. Since I pulled it Wednesday, I don't know why he had me to read it, but it was very interesting. Ukanon, they call John 5 and 39. Listen.
Search the Ketubim.
Search the writings for.
You think in them to have Kai alone.
See that? He said, you think that you have life everlasting?
And the same are they that give testimony of me.
And that's what he told them.
And you will not come to me that you may have Kai.
That's tight. That's what he looked at. See, all these things he was trying to show us how we've looked at the writings. We didn't look at it with a Talmud understanding, which is complete understanding, that it's complete, perfect, with a real ending to it. And I appreciate the fact that he allows us to sit down and look at these writings. Now, we taught Barashit is what we looked at. Barashit, what was it, 41, 23, 22? What we left out, 40, 40? 41, 23? I think we left off at what, 30? 40, what was it, 41? Or 23 we started? We're just going down 30. Let's see, that's where we started at, 7, 30. No, we'll go back 30. We'll go to 30. 41, 30. I got 23 up here. Listen. Verse 30 be fine. Come on.
But there shall come 7 shanim of famine after these, and they shall forget the plenty that shall be in all Mizraim, and the famine shall consume the Arats.
See that? It's going to overtake the land. Listen.
And the plenty shall not be known in the Arats by reason of the famine that shall be after this, for it shall be very grievous.
Listen.
And concerning the repetition of the Kalamuth to Pharaoh twice, it is because the saying which is from Elohim shall be Amat.
Listen.
And Elohim will hasten to accomplish it.
See that? You're going to hurry to accomplish it. So now, when we look at that, he's letting him know that confirmation, these are things that they understood how Elohim works. Sometimes people say, I had this dream, and then they'll take off and they'll go. He said, but he lets you see it twice because he's letting you know it will confirm. The book teaches us, the writing, that at the mouth or two or out of the mouth, let's say out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, he said let every word be established.
Right.
Shaul taught us that in the 13th chapter of the book of 2 Corinthians. He said, at the mouth, is how they write it, but it's out of the mouth. Or 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established. So that's what he's telling him. He said, that's why you saw it twice. He said, because the thing was true, it was a mot. And Elohim is going to hurry and do it. So he wanted to make sure he understood that. See, a lot of times people ran from one column move. That's why he said, that's why he made it twice.
Right.
And not only that, he gave him somebody that could come and give him an understanding. Because it made no sense that he would have understood this on his own. Elohim knew this would be a mystery. It would be damn near impossible for him to understand it. That was the purpose of why he gave him somebody that could learn it, could teach him, could show him, could instruct him. It's supposed to be that way for somebody that don't follow the pattern. It don't make sense that I'll give you ra'ah after my own ro'im, pastors after my own law, which is going to feed you with knowledge and understanding when you can get it yourself. Why would I give them to you? You can get it yourself. That's why I just listened. A lot of stuff that I heard a lot of people, they take out, they start doing stuff. He had something. Listen. Now then.
Look out a wise and prudent Ish,
Listen.
and set him over the Arats of Mizraim.
And set him over the land of Mizraim. Mm-hmm.
And let Pharaoh make and appoint local governors over the Arats.
Listen.
And let them take up a 5th part of all the produce of the Arats of Mizraim.
For how long?
For the 7 shanim of the plenty.
Mm-hmm.
And let them gather all the food of these 7 tube shanim that are coming, and let the corn be gathered under the hand of Pharaoh. Let food be kept in the cities. And the stored food shall be for the Arats against the 7 shanim of famine, which shall be in the Arats of Mizraim. And the Arats shall be utterly destroyed by the famine.
Shall not be utterly destroyed.
Shall not be utterly destroyed by the famine.
So let me ask you a question. Let me see what happens. See if that Mal Aki 3 and 7, 3 and 8. Let me just see that right quick. Show my members. Mal Aki, they call it Malachi. Mal Aki. Let's see, 3 and 8. Let's see. Listen.
Will a Ish insult Elohim?
For what happened?
For ye insult me. But ye say, wherein have we insulted thee?
To see the difference, Jane asked you, will a man raw Elohim? The Romans said, shall a man afflict Elohim? And he's telling them, you've afflicted me. The Greek said, will a man insult Elohim? And he's saying, for ye have insulted me. Now, how do we go, well, will a man rob him until you insult me? Or you'll inflict me? Let's see what happens. Ho, we finished up?
No, sir.
Come on.
But ye say, wherein have we insulted thee?
And?
That the tithes and first pari are with you still.
Wow. Let's see what happens.
And ye do surely look off from me, and ye insult me.
See that? As you are cursed. Come on.
The Shana is completed, and ye have brought all the produce into the storehouses, but there shall be the plunder thereof in its bet. Return now on this behalf, saith Yahuwah Elohim. See if I will not open to you the torrents of Shamayim, and pour out my baraka upon you until ye are satisfied.
He talked about him. They talking about opening a floodgate. Hold on, scroll back down. He told them they did bring it. Scroll back down. And the Shana is complete, and you have brought, hold on, 10? The year Shana is complete, or Tamim, and ye have brought all the produce into the storehouse, but there shall be a plunder thereof in the house. He's saying return on that behalf. I'm trying to figure out how do they come out prove me? This is totally different. How's that there may be meat in my house and try me in this, said Yahuwah, if I were not opening you the floodgates of Shamayim and pour you out of Baraka, even to an abundance. If I were mighty, see if I were not open to you the torrents of Shamayim and pour out my Baraka upon you until ye are satisfied. The reason why I came here to look at this, I see the Greeks record a little different than how the book of James kind of writes it. But the reason why I brought him, so let me ask y'all a question. If he was looking for the arm, which is the people, his strength, to bring the tithe, what do y'all think will happen? I got one on him. What you got, John? Huh? You're exactly right. See, we never looked at why we were supposed to bring in our, was it Masar for tithe? Masar? Y'all didn't know why. And he said, the time being completed, you got your good. He said, and you still kept them? You didn't bring them? See, all the people that didn't do that, they perished. See, whatever was written aforetime was written for our learning. See, a lot of times people don't realize how we've been able to, fortunate enough to be able to help members when stuff have gone completely devastatingly wrong. Because we were supposed to bring it into the storehouse against the famine. See, you might have today, but a lot of people have had, and we've seen a lot of loss in it. And you ain't gonna believe it, we still operate in the black from those that did. That's why I said, prove me. See, what we learned just reading that, that's not what I wanted, but since I just want y'all to see the significance of why so many of y'all sit in the situation you're in, as Malachi would say, Malachi, his messenger would say, that's why you all are, that's why you curse. See, he said to it with them, when you said that, there was one more part you left out. See, I'm gonna utterly destroy it. That's why he told them to bring the fifth part in, so I don't utterly destroy you. See, his plan is to destroy these people. These people not putting up, these people serve like grasshoppers. Grasshoppers don't store and don't keep. You'll never see a grasshopper carrying nothing. Grasshoppers live for the day. Ants, you're gonna see always carrying something. They pretty much moving something, carrying something, or digging. They're constant workers. You know what they look at? A flood coming, a tornado coming, exterminating, people coming in spring. It's constantly something coming in. Nobody want ants. And guess what? They still survive. You know where they work? They constantly working against the day. What has the so-called Negro been doing? Stealing. That's why stuff don't work out for you. I've been told y'all the family was gonna come. I've been told y'all the family gonna come. And why you should do it is the same reason he told that why the same reason Joseph was trying to tell them and trying to show them that everybody take a fifth part every year, and they was going to bring it in. Typically, when these people paid tithes, they couldn't have paid it every week because you weren't growing anything. They had to bring their harvest in, and they were taking a tenth of it and they would bring it in. That's when they were paying it about a year. Only thing I got with these people right here, they saying, how you gonna make tithes money? Well, in the 12th chapter of the book of All Our Hot Dabarim, he told them if the place be too far, you could turn it into money. How you get your labor? They labor came back, they put it in the ground, and it came back up in pari. So the pari they took, they brought and they paid the tithe on it. How you labor now? Your job pay you with apple and oranges? Plums and grapefruits? You put your hand labor for it, and they pay you by the week or by the month or by the day. He told you to bring all of it in because it was set up against the union. A lot of folks don't know why they pay. They don't pay for the preacher to get rich, your mama. No, it was because he looked at the famine coming. And that famine come, you're going to have something set up against that union. Okay? That's why he said, prove me. When Joseph showed them and the people did it, he was able to prove to them that they were still being able to be sustained. They were still sustained. That's what Yahuwah is trying to tell. When are you going to prove it? When the famine comes. When the famine comes, he showed you, I'm going to prove you. You're going to still be satisfied. These people starving. He's starving them out. Africa, 20-some million people under threat of starvation. 20 million black people, not white people, black people under threat of starvation. 20 million. Tell me why you ain't in that number. Another 9 million across Africa. This ain't in all of Africa. This is just one part. These people have all kinds of tragedies and stuff going on around here. Droughts. Can you imagine not seeing no rain for 3 years? We've seen it before. All y'all who prayed. He He said he opened it up and it rained. He done shut it up before. He told me if I shut it up, that it be no rain. He already told us what to do. He already, listen, Solomon already covered this. He told him, if I shut up Shamaim, that it be no rain. If my arm, which are called by my Shem, will humble themselves, seek my Pani, turn from their rush of the rock. He said, they're not here for Shamaim. These people talking about praying, I don't pray with these people. That's ridiculous. He said, if my people pray, he never said anything about you. That's why I wouldn't pray with you. I don't know if I told no national day of prayer. That's retarded. If my people which are called by my name, you're not united people, you're not called by his name, why are you praying? Because I believe I'm his people. So his name is Christian. His name is Jehovah Witness. His name is Seventh-day Adventist. Where y'all getting this stuff? The man is sitting here and talking, Yehuda, Yahuwah, the Yahudim. There's only one people he asked for. Who's called by his Shem? Anyway, Yahshua, Hebrew is Elohim. Why are these people praying? It makes no sense. This is why people are stealing. Let me say something. Let's say something. I'll do that. Since I'm talking, jump over and give me the book of Una. See that the first chapter, about the 12th verse. Let me say that what I want. Una. They call it Jonah. His name is Una. It's like his name means doves in the warmth of mating. I ain't never seen two doves get it on, but that's his name. I wonder if they play Marvin Gaye. Ooh. All right, let's go up to verse, let's see, 8. I put 12, let's see something, let's see. Okay, go up again, 7, 6. Okay, 6, 7, 5, let's see 5, let me see. All right, 4, how far we gotta go? Okay, let's go through it, let's see. Listen to this.
But Una came up to flee to Tharsis from the presence of Yahuwah. And he went down to Joppa and found a ship going to Tharsis.
Okay, Joppa should be in Yasharal. Tarsus should be, I think, in Lebanon. They put Tarsus, I think it's in Lebanon. So Una was from Lebanon. Let's see what Tarsus is. Tarsus, if I'm correct, I think it's a city in Lebanon. What'd you say? Because Joppa is in Jerusalem. Who else y'all remember had something to do with Joppa? Okay. Who you got, Dexter? Let me do this. Let's do this. If you raise your hand and shoot it up like immediately fast, please don't think about the answer. The answer should have been, who you got? What they was? They're from Joppa. And tell them why he's exactly wrong. Yeah, he told him to send men to Joppa for one Simon, who was called Cuff. Who lodged with one Simon the tanner who housed by the seashore, and he'll tell you what you ought to do. He was by Joppa, that's coastline. See why people always stay coastline people? Shut your mouth, Josh. I see him a mile away. Occurs in most frequent places. What is Tarsus frequent? Tarsus. Oh, that's in the British English. Tarsus. Should just show where it's at, ain't it? Where did it say was? By the Mediterranean? Tarsus place, Mediterranean. A merchant vessel. That's from the port. Name of a Persian. What's the name of a Persian too? He was from Lebanon then. Why do I remember that? The nation crosses the nation. Okay, boom. Lebanon, I said Lebanon. All that run crowd down. See that? See, white folk don't tell you that. They don't want you to know that that man was Yahudim and a man from Lebanon. Why would white people want you to know that people like you were in Lebanon? So they give these little cute names that they changed over, the Greeks changed over. So why would you even think it was in Lebanon? The man was going to Lebanon. The man was from Lebanon. And they don't tell you this. He's not a Lebanese. Ain't that right? No more than Kaja's a Japanese. And I want to throw them knees in something. Our people taller than that. Y'all see that? And large city, a region far across the sea, the young from Phoenicia, modern Lebanon. That's how they get you. They change the name. And the land of where? Wow. That's amazing because Lebanon is a whole nother country. So I tell you, white folks tell you anything, that's how they divide stuff and make a fool out you. It belongs to y'all. Like now they just signed a deal where they finna start doing shipping together. They doing Lebanon is just signed what happened? What you say? Yeah, they do. They did a maritime deal over there. What happened? Across the sea from Phoenicia, modern day, I don't believe none of them people saying. Oh, it's the land, but they know it's the land of Yasharal. Tarsus was said to have export vast quantities of imported metals to the Phoenician and Yasharal, the same place named across. And what's that? I seen an Acadon inscription of, but you said it's saying probably. What did Google? That's across from Yasharal. Talking about the land, talking about Tarsus. I don't believe him. Because he was from Tarsus, wasn't he? He was going to Tarsus. I want to say if he was from Tarsus. Why am I thinking? Was he from Babylon? Not Babylon, one of the cities over there. I'll say. Was Unit from? Trying to think of the modern name of the city. Mosul. I want to say, was he from Mosul? Mosul is in Iraq. Yeah, Mosul was amazing. I think either Nineveh is there. Nineveh is in, like they said, the land of Nineveh. They said Mosul in Iraq. So a lot of these folks fought in places that was a very powerful place that they went blow up. That's what white people think about those places. See, a lot of that stuff they bomb, they blow up. A lot of your history is there. Same reason why they want to blow up Iran. Iran, they are the Persians. Iranians are Persian. You were in Iran. After you left from your captivity from being under the king of Babylon, you went up under the Medes, and then you fell under the Persians. The Persians are Iranians. Iranians are not Saudis. Most of these people don't know the difference in these people. They think all of them are just sand niggas. But the Persians are people that you were under. Yeah, you was under the Persians. How many of y'all didn't know that? Yeah, that's who they are. They call them Persian, the actual name of Power. They're called Power. That's who you were under. You have history there. That's why them people don't want you there. Syria too. Why y'all think they bombing in Syria? Yasharal just bombed Syria. They bombing it right now. They bombing Syria. Damascus, because your history is there. The Malak, Daoud, he had a treasure city there in Aleppo. Whoever told us that who they call King David had a city in Aleppo? That was the city of Daoud. That was one of his major cities in Syria. You ain't gonna believe it. That's one of the major bombing places they blew up. Because had you gone to Aleppo, you'd have found some of your history. Just like Nineveh in Iraq. Why y'all think they blowing these places up? These are all the places you've been. These are all the places you can prove your existence beyond a white man. The same reason when you go to Mizraim and you go there, you'll see why those Sphinx don't have a nose on them. Everywhere you went, these crackers have tore it up on purpose. And they took black soldiers out there to blow it up and tear it up. Come on out. We did what we need to do. Everybody know who you are. You think I can go to the Middle East and nobody don't know who I am? The Saud, the people in Bahrain, the people in Qatar don't know me. They ain't got nobody out there that don't know me. I've been there. And they know I was there before they white skinned got there. They move all the dark skinned niggas to the back. Same way they do in India. Indian ain't nothing but a mixed Russian. Most of these niggas too dumb to know it. He ain't nothing but a Russian. Why y'all think that India and Russia and China got these deals together? That's who made them mixed up breed people. They came in from Russia. Russia came in. Listen, those people came in from Russia and broke those dams and the water split the land. That's all they did to you. They the same people. And they nigga, why they think Russia them got to deal with India? They ain't kids. These people don't know nothing about these folks. Tell my daddy, shut your mouth. You don't know nothing about white people. Shut your mouth. We would have never known that. They ain't nothing but a Russian. Those aliens came straight down through there and conquered them. They conquered the people in India. That's why they white-skinned it. You see all the dark-skinned Indians, you don't ever see them in no ruling position. They don't even show them niggas on TV. Them dark niggas be kept back somewhere. No, nobody show you. Why India don't show you the dark-skinned people? Because the other ones still here, they know who the Russians running it. These people full of junk. All these people full of junk. What they for? God. Safar. You said what? Wine press. That said wine press. What did you say? That's where you're from. From the wine press. He lived in the land of Yasharal. They just going along with him. He doing all that work and they man just hollering out something. That said the work. That said the wine press. No rook. That's passed along. Let's sit down. Since we're here, let's say to ourselves. Don't forget your map, people. Was a border town in ancient Yasharal. It was the home of the Nabah, Una. The etymology of the name is literally wine press of the digging. It's mentioned twice, in Yahushua 19, Sakamala King, and Yahushua. A copying error has resulted in the form get Hifer. They do this in the H because it's an argument on whether it's the or the double H. But see, they use words like ancient Yasharal. Who knows the reason why they use some stuff like that? That's right, exactly. That's the reason they give you stuff like that. Ancient is to make it seem so far back it used to be a part of. Because our land runs further than what people told you. When you look in the book of Yahushua that they call Joshua, he clearly told them where their border goes. He said, let's see what he told them right quick. Yahushua, the book they call Joshua, 1 and see if they're about 7 or 8, maybe down further. We wind up hitting something else, but it's important for y'all to just know some of this. Yahushua. Let's say. Verse 7, listen.
Be strong, therefore,
And
quit thyself like a ish, to observe and do as Mushah Ma'abad amar thee, and thou shalt not turn therefrom to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest be wise in whatsoever thou mayest do.
Mm-hmm. That's why he was quick about a statement in the King James Version he made about them when he told Mushah that the people had done something. What was it? Who remember he told him? When he confronted Mushah about the people when they made the golden calf. What was it? That's right. They quickly got out of the way, which means they turned aside. See, everything they knew, they understood it literally. If I don't turn to the right or the left, where am I going? How did he make man? So it's a mystery. It's a mystery on which way I'm supposed to go if I don't turn to the right or the left. And Shaul said, we are not of them that do what? This a mystery? If I don't turn to the right or the left, that could tell me where I'm supposed to go right. Go straight. So when he said that people had quickly got out of the way, that means they had turned. So we understood it. I don't know why these people try to make it seem like everything was coming. These people understood it. Don't turn to the right hand, to the left. That means, oh, you want me to go straight. Wow, you got it. You got it. Hello? Okay. Let's say, listen.
And the sefer of this Torah shall not depart out of thy paw,
Mm-hmm.
and thou shalt meditate in it, Yom and Layla,
Mm-hmm.
that thou mayest know how to
Is
do
that the
all.
arrow?
the things that are
The elm. What y'all got going on? What? Y'all hot? Who hot? Man, you don't want them Willie Member shirt. Y'all better get y'all some shirt. Y'all had these folks in here sick. These folks barely show up. Some of these folks I see, some of these folks here, they like the Mizraim. You shall see them no more. Yeah. Man, so look at the, I'm gonna start calling these members Pharaoh. I ain't never seen some of these folks back. Yeah, we can't play around with that air. I want mine a little bit, man. These folks be out here in a minute. Yeah, preacher, I got the blue bunny plague flu with the coronavirus. And then intestinal anus hit. And it came from the AC on, just make up something. Is it some of them vents? All right, come on.
and thou shalt meditate in it, Yom and Layla, that thou mayest know how to do all the things that are katab in it.
How is you gonna know about it? The meditate, keep thinking on how is you gonna do it. If you're thinking on it day and night and meditating, constantly kind of going over it, that's how you'll know how to do it. Listen.
Then shalt thou prosper, and make thy Darakim prosperous, and then shalt thou be wise.
So I ain't prospering because of why? When? Okay. And get what these members here trying to figure out why they ain't making it, why they ain't getting it. Tell them to go back over what they're doing. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. There's no way to figure it out. The man just told the man what to do. Stop turning. Stop being offset. Stay straight. Think on this thing day and night. He said meditate on this thing so you'll know how to do it. Wow. All right, what's that? Then you're going to be prosperous. He said, and your way going to be prosperous. Listen.
Lo, I have amar thee, be strong and courageous, be not cowardly nor fearful.
Listen.
For Yahuwah thy Elohim is with thee in all Malkum whither thou goest.
Okay.
And Yahushua amar the scribes of the arm, saying, go into the midst of the camp.
Back me up. Take me up to 6. 4 is what I want. Okay. Give me 3. Listen.
Every spot on which ye shall tread, I will give it to you, as I said to Mushah.
Come on.
The Bamarbar and Tilibanus, as far as the great Nahar, the Nahar Euphrates, and as far as the extremity of the Yam, your cost shall be from the setting of the Shamash.
They'll misspell up in coast. You know, cost? I wouldn't go. It's gonna be too expensive. It's gonna be gonna be that expensive? Yeah, they never messed up, huh?
Yeah.
This is what happened. Hold on, come back down again. Look what they put. From the desert and from Lebanon unto the great river. From the wilderness, Bamarbar, this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites and of the great Yam, toward the going down of the Shamash shall be yours. So mine go up when the Shamash go up, where it go down to, he said, that's mine. So that's why I looked at with Lebanon. They don't put it, this is probably the word the Greek used for it. Let's see what the word. And to Lebanon, well, it's the same word as Lebanon in the Latin. Lebanus. They just put the anti in it. Anti is against. Okay. So Lebanon would make sense why that would have been Yasharal original lines, but they cut it down and they make stuff smaller and they condense it and they'll call it ancient and come along today and make you think you're somewhat different or make it seem as though things don't exist. They move borderlines. It just makes sense when you watch these people. You can't believe what they tell you. Now, this is what you have to do. And, it's been said before. You basically have to take their words and turn around and use them against them. You do. You have to really watch them because they play a lot of games with you when they say certain words. Okay? I tell you, and I told y'all before about looking up words. Sabotage. Look that word up for me, please. Sabotage. Let's see what it means. Listen, deliberately destroy, damage, or obstruct something, especially for political or military advantage. Deliberately destroy, damage, or obstruct something, especially for political or military advantage. This is what America said happened to the pipeline in the Black Sea. They said it was sabotage. Now, I'm gonna tell you how stuff works. They said it, white people, other countries start looking at it saying that word they use. That's what made me look at it. They said, United States did it. I'm telling y'all, they said they did it. Russia tried to tell the people. They said, why would we blow up our own pipeline? They said, why would we? America said it was sabotage. They came out clear on it. They said it was sabotage. As soon as that pipeline was blown up, they moved all the pipeline, they moved all the oil and started shipping from another place in Europe. They won't even let Russia go in the water and investigate it. Only Germany, only Denmark, I think something. These people sitting out here in a regular John boat in the ocean with a box camera let it down. I seen them with a rope, let it down in the water to try to investigate this. Russia said, we want to investigate it. They said, you can't investigate it, we got it. They said, we know the West did it. They said we would gain absolutely nothing. Why would we blow up our own pipeline? But the fact they told you it was sabotage, this is their own white people saying this. They said they did it. It was for political and it was definitely for a military gain. That's what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. These are the type of people we deal with. And the only reason I look at this and I try to watch them, you have to start watching when they tell you words, because when you start looking into their words, you start finding a deeper meaning to what they're telling you that we don't know. There's a lot of stuff we assume. Like when you brought up that time, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? First thing we always believed was what? Where he at? She was trying to find him. White people use words that go right over our head. We don't even think. Versus her asking, which made sense, why are you named Romeo? But because it's old English and that's the way they taught back then, and nobody taught us that in the Negro school, we naturally thought she was doing what? Looking for Romeo. When she was looking, it would make sense because the feud was the father didn't want them to marry because of the family feud and the name. But it just looked like she couldn't find Romeo. And guess what they did? They left us right out here stupid. I remember Andy Griffin. Andy Griffin did a show about that. He was explaining the open. Y'all remember that? He said it's like with Romeo and Juliet. He said she was saying, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? And Romeo said, I was right here. And it was funny because he dumbed us down. A white TV show dumbed us down. And they knew what he was saying. So they made us think if you stupid enough to believe that she was looking for him, that's why I'll leave you. Like if you stupid enough to believe that these places weren't actually where they were the first time, that's where they'll leave you at. They use words like ancient because a lot of time when ancient, it means it don't exist no more. Okay. Just like they tell you about the ancient Greece and everything else, but they still got parts of it. Hello? Why you ain't got nothing ancient? Why niggas ain't got nothing ancient? They totally got rid of your stuff. And now we have to come back and do all this work to try to recover and research. Stuff we had to do back there. White people don't have to do this. They know exactly where to go and look. Because they know their language is coded. Now that's a mystery. Damn near impossible to figure it out. You got to run through their stuff. You can't figure it out. Like a question was asked last night to my wife. I was listening to her. Somebody asked her on the show about processed food. Did anybody remember what her answer was? What was her answer about processed food?
She said, like
If you had turkey,
the whole turkey is natural.
the whole turkey is natural. But if you bought lunch meat, that's processed. Let's put process up there. This is a scientific term. We just throw it around and we just didn't know no better. You have to put the ED behind it. Hold on. Oh, a processed food is any food that has been altered in some way during preparation. Food processing can be as basic as freezing, canning, baking. Food processing. Okay. Take the ED off. Let's say process. Don't put food. Why you put food? Take food off. Don't put food. There's two process. Process. Let's say. A series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. A summons or writ requiring a person to appear in court. I never knew that for a process. Perform a series of mechanical or chemical operations on something in order to change or to chemicals, scientific. They give you, now which one are we going to say they're using? Chemical. So guess what most people don't do? You say, man, that process. Guess what definition they ain't thinking? They not thinking chemical. You hit it dead on the head. Why would I think chemical? What you think these people doing when they tell you it's process? They don't understand that these food plants have laboratories. When they're telling you it's processed, that's exactly what they're trying to tell you. We just don't know. We just assuming, well, this one, it has some other, so it kind of sounds cute. We say, it's just got other ingredients. What ingredients? We need to know it's chemicals because they're trying to achieve a particular goal. I'm trying to keep people sick. Listen, do y'all understand how much healthcare is making right now? The healthcare field, the only field that's not failing right now. Everybody's sick. There has never been a time we've had this many kids sick. This is hospitals have kids lying down the wall because of processed food. It's chemicals. They are breaking down the system. Everybody's going to be in line for these shots. Everybody had to get them. They already been trained for the market. Look how many people got them shots, couldn't go out the country, can't come in restaurant, can't come in store unless you get the shot. They have been preparing you for the mark of the beast. He tell you you're going to be able to buy or sell. You saw it. And what people doing? People who weren't going to get it said, man, I'm going to go and get it because I had to go out of town. Then they come and say, all right, it's all. You ain't got to have no shot. Don't worry about it. COVID test going out, COVID test come back. We went out of the country, COVID test. We say, I get one come back. They say, you don't need no COVID test to go back. You remember that? No COVID test. We're trying to figure out, hold on for a minute. What happened? Everybody said, yeah, we open up the border. Yeah, we dropping them restrict. Because mission been accomplished. I got enough stupid people to run in and get this shot. Now I can draw back. I'll wait, I hit them with another wave, and I come with another. First of all, I want to see how people operate. We want to see if enough people are going to resist it and fight back against it. Police officers quit their job. Firefighters quit their jobs. Medical professionals, the people who give the shot quit. Well, why when I think about why would a doctor and a nurse who administer it, why would you quit rather than having this shot? That's because they stupid. I'm smarter than them. Because people stupid. Of course, them folks gave it their career. They showed nurses who went to work at Walmart. You just left them making $50 an hour to go to Walmart to make 12. And nothing don't make me question this. I talked to this other lady, she went and got her third booster. She's so sick. Oh, she told me, she said, I'm so sick. I said, I don't know what you think when you got it. She said, I've been sick. She said, I'm trying to get up and trying to finish up your stuff. She take care of something of me. I said, yeah, I said, bad. I said, you do know that a lot of people been having problems behind them shots. She said, the first ones I was good. Then third, she said, I'm so sick. My daughter kept telling me, Mom, you need to get it. I don't want nothing to happen to. She said, I'm real sick. I said, you shouldn't have got it. I said, you didn't have me, I'd have told you, don't get it. I said, listen, folks died. Let me tell you something. There are so many black people, listen, young black. I got people in the profession, a lot of young, in their 30s, listen, they are stroking out behind them shots. And they ain't even telling people they don't want you to stop and get them. They overloaded with them. Listen, the VA, they got plenty of them. I know somebody working at the VA. She said, listen, she said bad. She said they coming in, they having heart attacks. She said bad. Some they won't even get the other shot. They got the first one. They said, I ain't getting another one. They won't get me with another. I had to get the first one. I ain't taking no more though. Mission accomplished. You ain't got to get them. I got everybody shot now. I got enough of these people shot. That's it. It's going to be the vaccinated against the non-vax. Vaccinated going to lose. Y'all got to lose. You're going to lose vaccinated. You ain't going to be able to win. They'll break your system down. That stuff eating your system up. Gonna tell us, oh yeah, every time you get cold, you got Swiss cheese in your heart. I'm gonna do is just give me 2 slices of bread. At least I be able to melt. I got something to eat. You know, right there. Cause I'm amazed. That's Joe Biden the bastard done had it 2 times in 2 weeks. So what his lungs look like? So I don't know why they bring the stuff. They still got it. They told everybody you get it. How's it a vaccination if I still can catch it? The word itself makes no. How's it a vaccination if I still get it? Now, oh, you just won't die. Where you get this lie from? Who told you this lie? They're dying. It's bad in older people. It's bad in black. It's bad in men in the 30s. Real bad. It's causing a lot of problems. They're just not showing these people that because they want people to keep getting that shot. I just want to get y'all just to start thinking about what these people, they can say, well, it's him trying to tell you all this different stuff. Well, a systematic series, mechanicalized or chemical operation that are performed in order to produce or manufacture something. Yep. So it's a scientific term. They just throw it around because they need you to look, read stuff, run somewhere else, and say, I ain't going to worry about that down there. Why would you think I would put this at the top of a definition? Somebody might look up processed food and go look up the word processed. Now, you looking up processed food, what I'm going to tell you? I'm going to tell you something different. Because I know I ain't stupid. Why are you looking up processed food? Because you're trying to see if it's dangerous. It's harmful to you. So I'm going to tell you, well, processed, that could be as easy as you freezing it or you canned it. Is that what I'm supposed to believe when I go buy processed food? It's frozen. Well, look how they play you, though, because you put food. Think about this. They're not stupid. I need you to think that it's something that's, I got stuff in my deep freezer, some deer meat. So it's frozen. So that means what? It's processed. I'm gonna compare my frozen deer meat to some stuff they don't put in a chemical. They got chemicals in some food. They are put up deliberately to take people out. That's how they make you stupid, because you know look, I'm trying to figure out. No. But the key words you put in there was processed food meaning. Google and those people know what you were doing, and they knew this is the answer he needs. So really, when you're looking at something saying processed, what? They put it in the freezer before they dried it and put it in here? That's what I need you to think, so you'll keep buying it. Think how many stores are shut down? If people find out it's chemicals in their food, people don't know. Why would I think somebody got chemicals in my food? They put words on the back you can't even spell. Nobody look at that stuff know that unless somebody who stutter. Who know that regular person pick them words? You don't know what that stuff. By the time you get through looking at the store building closed. Man, put that junk in that bucket and get on out the store. And pray over it. That's what we've been taught. Pray over it. Just like we the drop stuff when I was a little kid. Pick it up and pray. Elohim made dirt. Elohim ain't made no processed food. That's your problem. You pray on something. He said, I ain't made that. I made the ground. I made the automat now. So I just want y'all to think about it. Let's go on back over. I'm sorry. So I can get finished with y'all. Okay. I just want to show y'all that. Let's move back. What I had y'all hold on for me. Una one, right quick. Una. They called Jonah. Let's go back over. And the other place they trying to say it's not in Lebanon. It's across the water from Lebanon. I don't believe them. I don't believe them. Let me tell you something else I don't believe. I don't believe a lot of stuff that we'll look up words and different things they tell the meaning. I kind of watch certain things with these people and they break it down and they try to express it to you in their terminology. You got to be careful because sometimes you take away the meaning that they actually meant in it. Because a lot of things don't mean what they told you. You just kind of got a person who's not of that ethnicity and not of that culture trying to explain something to you in their culture and the way they see things. And sometimes it takes away the meaning of it. There's some words that I could tell you that's English in another language, and the people that speak the language will tell you that's not the same thing. That's actually not the same. But because we just become comfortable with everybody that interprets and tell us something, we just more or less accept it. First of all, the people that try to tell you about these words and how to enunciate them weren't there. That's the first problem I got. You can use all the stuff you want to use. You can use Nakud, which is the vowel point system they use. The only problem I got is we're picking up a language from a people that's not even us. That's right. I just want to be practical with y'all. I don't want y'all to believe no lies, okay? Let me be practical with y'all. Please don't believe everything these people tell us. Listen, let me ask y'all something. So let me get. So when they took this book and they made this King James version, the Latin version, the Greek version, they didn't think this will fall back in our hands. So they had to make sure they manipulate this. They manipulate enough that they know what they were doing when they manipulated. I couldn't possibly know it because I'm not Greek. See, to really find out what people done, just to be real, just real genuine with y'all, you really need to get down and really study Greek down to its roots and understand not just their language, how it's said, but what the people who actually had an intent when they took it. Okay? We understand James's version and what he was trying to do. James' version was only written to secure the Catholic Church position because people were breaking out. See, most people don't know why it was written. See, the people need a Bible in English. Here's some more of your stupidity. There was already the great Bible in English, okay? So stop saying stupid stuff. Had nothing to do with English translation. It had something to do with people were breaking off from the Catholic Church. That's why you only get so many verses when he asked them, how read the law? Only the 6, because you can't put the Shabbat. And he's saying you're supposed to keep the Shabbat, which they're going to call the Sabbath. That's going to be an issue when people read it, because they're going to say, Jesus said it. So when you go back and you recite how read the law, he's only going to say, that's why he's going to say, by not having no graven images, because it's going to be tight when we got the Virgin Mary, we got the praying hands, and we got that cross. So when I tell you what he's going to say, I got to tell you certain things so I can secure my position. It's going to be hard to put Sunday worship if Jesus said the Sabbath. See, the problem is when people look up stuff, they trying to just find something. First of all, what's your intent? Y'all understand what I'm saying? There was an intent when all these people wrote. I want to know your stuff, but I got to make sure it fall back in your hand. I'm still good. I'm still good if it fall in your hands. They knew in order, listen, you can't keep a slave that don't understand what you're saying. There's certain things they got to give. I can't just afford to keep beating you and shooting you. Let me tell you something. First of all, let me borrow you for a second. Come borrow for a second. Okay. You understand what I said? What I say? What I say? First of all, I spent $200 for him. Mm-hmm. This is a bad business move. I had to keep beating him because he don't understand what I'm saying. So now I need to teach him the language. Okay? I need to get away from just keep beating my property, cutting off limbs, cutting off legs. Okay? Because I'm losing money. Now, I'm getting ready to go. Okay? I'm going to leave you here. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, look up. God sees you. If God sees that you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, God's going to send you to hell. Now, this man's scared to death. So I got to get away from just beating him and shooting him and cutting stuff off and hanging it because I'm losing money. See, people don't know. It's business. I need him to work with a fear without every time he implement damage to my property. So it was going to make sense. You're going to teach him how to read and give him a religion and teach him fear and teach him about going. So what? Of course he wants to get out of this situation. Where he want to go when he got this situation? Huh? Well, heaven. Only him stay in Africa. What niggas say they want to die? They want to go to Africa? Where they want to go? Mission accomplished, nigga. Nobody nigga talking about he want to die and go to no Africa. Who said that? Nigga die, he want to go to heaven. Mission accomplished, nigga. All right, let me get back to what I'm doing. Somebody gonna think I know what I'm doing. All right, come on.
He went down to Joppa and found a ship going to Tarsus, and he paid his fare and went up into it to sail with them to Tarsus from the presence of Yahuwah.
Come on.
And Yahuwah came up a wind on the Yam, and there was a great storm on the Yam.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, your mic cut off. All right, come on.
In danger of being broken.
Mm-hmm.
And the sailors were alarmed and sack everyone to his Elohim.
Hold on. Who they cried out to?
To his Elohim.
Who? Who cried out to Elohim? Una?
The sailors.
Come on.
And cast out the wares that were in the ship into the Yam, that it might be lightened of them.
Come on.
But Una was gone down into the hold of the ship and was asleep and snored.
No, they gotta tell them. They gotta bring up a nigga snoring. Is that important, really? Do I really gotta know the nigga snoring? Do I really need to know that? As if y'all do believe they black, he snored. Listen.
And the shipmaster came to him and said to him, Why snorest thou? Cum and Kara upon thy Elohim, that Elohim may save us, and we perish not.
Listen.
And each said to his Rayah, Come, let us cast lots, and find out for whose sake this mischief is upon us.
Come on.
So they cast lots, and the lot fell upon Unah.
Listen.
And they said to him, Tell us, what is thine occupation? Whence comest thou, and of what country, and what art thou?
Listen.
And he said unto them, I am an Abad of Yahuwah, and I
Shakar.
Yahuwah Elohim of Shamayim, who made the sea,
The Yam.
and the Yam, and the dry Adumah.
Which would be the dry Ottoman? Okay. Yeah, dry land. Come on.
Then the Anashim Yara exceedingly and said to him, What is this that thou hast done? For the Anashim knew that he was fleeing from the Pani of Yahuwah, because he had told them.
So, now, this is the thing. So why when they pray to their God, nothing didn't change? See, this is what I'm trying to get y'all, and I'm trying to get y'all to a point of praying with these other people. Why they ain't telling them, we need to just get hands and pray together? See, let me tell y'all what people know, and these white people know, and these niggas know I am. These people know what we got. And they know they ain't in nothing. So if he told them who his Elohim was according to his writing, everybody knew who his Elohim was. Everybody knew that all this had fallen on them because of him, which makes sense. If my people, which are called by my Shem, will humble themselves and pray, turn and seek my face, then will I hear from, and I'll forgive their, and I'll heal. Why would I be having a prayer meeting with these people? Did you pray with them? Let's see. Maybe you grab a hand. I missed something. Let's see.
And they said to him, What shall we do with thee, that the Yam may be calm to us? For the Yam rose and lifted its wave exceedingly.
Mm-hmm.
And Unah said to them, Take me up and cast me into the Yam, and the Yam shall be calm to you, for I know that for my sake this great tempest is upon you.
Wow. And because of y'all ain't living right. Y'all serving the other Elohims. That's what he told them. It's because of y'all ain't right. And he hate Kataim. He hates sinners. He knew why this place was being torn up. He said, because of me. It's affecting you guys because of me. Why y'all think that place really getting torn up? All these places are places we've been looking to. Go live on an island. Go back to Africa. Every place we done put our eyes set to go back, Mr. Yahuwah decided to tear it up for our sake. To let us know, no, you need to mend your ways. You need to make reconciliation with me. That's just being practical with y'all. And it's time for us to acknowledge what we've been done. He told us there is no shalom, no peace, said my Elohim to the Rosha, not to the wicked. And Yasharal and Yehuda has got to acknowledge their ways. We haven't acknowledged them. And it's time for it to come back into realizing we can't make no elite with these people about praying with them and no meaning. It makes no sense. And we're going to pray with them, y'all going to have to acknowledge the Elohim that's of Shamayim. And see, when he acknowledged them, he acknowledged who controlled the situation. He did not just make the winds, he controlled his water. He didn't do just say, I serve Elohim. No, I serve the Elohim of Shamayim, the one that caused the wind to come upon the Yam and the Yam. He made that. They want to know what you do for a living and what nationality people are you. Now, see, those people sat there and drowned over in India. Ask them about Elohim and what their nationality is. And ask them what their religion is. That's why he drowned them. It was totally contrary to the will of Elohim. And it's time for it to not. We don't start following like these other people have. Listen, there are things about Elohim we supposed to recognize, we supposed to know. Y'all got it? There's just things we need to know. Hello? Hold on, say that 4:29, 27, I think, of the book of All Dabarim. I'm thinking 4 and 27, 29, 28. Let's see something. All aha da barim try to get ready and get y'all finished up in shortly. Let's see. Listen.
And Yahuwah shall scatter you among all Goyim,
Oh, and we ain't everywhere. Listen.
and ye shall be left few in number among all the Goyim.
Amazingly, we did outpopulate white people. Now they said we the minorities. You're gonna be left few in numbers. Your numbers were bigger. Now your numbers are dwindling. Listen.
Among which Yahuwah shall bring you,
Listen.
and ye shall there serve other Elohim, the works of the hands of Anashim,
Wow. What kind?
wood and stone,
That
With-
old rugged cross.
which
That's all
cannot
we've been
see.
doing. We go to Stone Mountain to pray. Wood and stone. That's all we've been doing. This is what we've been doing. Father, this day God. These folks go to the top of Stone Mountain for Easter. We don't have no time for no stuff like that. That's retarded. Don't talk about slave rock. Don't talk about no foolishness like that. Listen.
Which cannot see, nor can they shama, nor eat, nor smell.
Chinese people do the same thing. They go put food in Buddha lap. The Indian people do the same thing. When Elohim ever told them to bring food and sit in front of a rock for them? The stuff they do don't even make common sense. They got a God can't even eat. Got pigeon poop all over. Why am I praying to somebody he can't stop pigeon from messing on him? It makes no sense. And everything he tell you, all these stupid people doing it. When has he ever told her to go to some of this stuff and start praying and worshiping it? Take up some wood, nail it together and stick it on your back, nigga. And that's me. You're like, are you serious? It's ridiculous. The stuff people do is just clown ridiculous. I mean, all these people serve this stuff. Virgin Mary, them sorry bastard that go stand behind her and drip some water. She crying. It's a statue, retard. Are you serious? You think I'm finna watch a statue cry? You know how stupid you gotta be? A damn grilled cheese sold for $500,000. Cause they saw the Virgin Mary face. Are you retarded? The thing was fried at Waffle House on the grill. You know how much pork in that thing? I already give me some hash brown scattered, smothered and covered with ham in it. A grilled cheese sandwich sold. Because they thought they could see Virgin Mary's face in it. What? You know what's retarded, Mom? How she have all them kids, she's still a virgin? You know how retarded you sound? The Virgin Mary. After she had Yahushua, the man had brothers and sisters. Can she still be Virgin Mary? Do you know how dumb you are? How smart can you be? The Virgin Mary. That means she ain't had no kids. And I'm talking about her son. The Virgin Mary had a son? Stop it. You can't be a virgin once you know a man? That's retarded. Okay. That's tight. Y'all don't want to believe it, do it. These people, you know what she couldn't have done either? She couldn't produce nothing on that sheet if she'd have laid with Joseph. And he wouldn't have never laid a sheet under her. Because she had already had a baby. She could have never shown you her token of her virginity. Never. She couldn't have showed it to you. She had a baby already. It would have been impossible. That's why he wanted to put her away privately. Why was he going to waste the time putting a sheet under her? A baby came out your womb. The man had brothers, sisters, and the woman's still a virgin? Come on, folks, stop it. You know how dumb you gotta be? All right, that's just me. Y'all ain't gotta follow me. Go forget one of them smart preachers. Woman have 15 kids, she'll burn. I don't blame you when walk around a born again hoe, virgin. Go ahead. Mary's still a virgin. You be one too. That's crazy. Come on. Listen.
And there ye shall seek Yahuwah your Elohim,
And do what?
and ye shall find him whenever ye shall seak him with
Listen.
all your law,
And
with all your nafash
when?
in your affliction.
So if I ain't afflicted, I ain't in no affliction, and I ain't seeking it with all my heart and with all my mind, I can still find him. That's why you ain't got him. Your affliction was gonna make you turn back. That was the purpose of why he used them. So all your affliction was supposed to make you turn back. It's supposed to make you hate the place. Y'all niggas got here and had sex with these people. You love them. You love them. He said, in your affliction. What you think was gonna make me find out? The affliction. Let me say we was in Mizraim. What was it again he said he heard? And what did he see? The affliction. Our Lord got to turn. So you got to look at your estate before you saw them. Their whole purpose of what they try to do is try to teach you a life that you didn't even exist until white people brought you in for slavery. Think about what history of America ever taught us before them. They don't. They don't teach no. All this stuff we say. You know, we had universities there. What's the name of the university in Africa that we had before white people? What was the name of it, Dave? What was the name of it? Y'all, who's going to college? Name the university, just one of them, before white people, the one we had in Africa. No, in Africa. Timbuktu. That's the name of the university we had over there? In Mizraim, Timbuktu. That Chris. Where was it at? And where's Timbuktu? It's in Africa. I don't know where it's at. I remember folks say I'd knock you back to Timbuktu. And that folks says, nigga, you must be, I remember folks used to say that as a saying about Timbuktu. But I'm just saying, we don't know enough of it because they erase a lot. Because Timbuktu was an old saying. But it was never about you. It was people say, I'd kick you to knock you to Timbuktu or something. But I never knew of it as being a city in Africa or a university being there. But they don't ever recognize it. Because white people, only way they recognize your university, you got to go through their astute standards. Come on, if they don't accreditate you, you can get one here. Shut Morris Brown down. Professors, everything, class, everything, curriculum. They said, well, we don't recognize you. You ain't accredited. So white people don't recognize those universities you name it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're looking at, these were places we went and they taught us and educated us and gave us skills. They said, that's not a university. It's not Harvard. Were they professors? You're like, well, no, it's not a university. They had a football team. Did they have an arena? They had a basketball gym. You're like, nigga, stop it. But I'm saying, think about how you look at a school. How do you look at somebody say I'll go to university. What are you thinking I went to? Somewhere with a football team, basketball team, baseball team, professors, everything else. They in there, right? You think so white people look at anywhere we went and somebody skilled us in something. Y'all got it, and they taught us skills and taught us how to read and how to do other things. We look at these were universities for us. But white people won't recognize because it ain't got their name Yale and Stanford on it or something like that. You see anything they try to give you, just like an HBCU, is not recognized the same way. I know what these folks thinking. They don't recognize no HBCU the same way. These people know they don't. So let me ask you a question. If they don't recognize an HBCU that's accredited by here in the United States, you tell me they recognize something I got in Africa. Anything Africa got is in Timbuktu. White folks ain't gonna recognize. That's how they keep you down. White people don't give you no history about yourself or no understanding. That's why they don't want you to know anything other than here. All your success in here, every great Negro you had here. That's all you need to know. We have people done a whole lot before that. Like Mandela. Man, Mandela ain't even a piece of lint on the sleeve from people that did stuff for our people. He ain't even a lint on the sleeve. Y'all know how many? We have thousands that rebelled against them white people that stood up for injustice against our people. That Steve Biko was another one. They got people, them folks, hazard their life. Man, Mandela broke down and kissed up these white folks. He ain't come no president of South Africa now. Y'all niggas stop. I'm talking about no Mandela. I'd rather see a piece of tissue with a nice long turd streak on it. You think that nigga just got out of jail? Listen, Mandela ain't suffered the way these folks done told him. These folks tell us a whole lot of stuff, make a fool out of it. You think they man had suffered? What nigga, you know, you been locked up. Uncle tell you been locked up. Okay, I don't know, how many years by chance? By 8, okay, 8 years. So I'm gonna come to you, Uncle Ted. You supposed to get ready to get out, right? You supposed to get out. Let me say, you supposed to just say how you supposed to get out now, and say in like 4 more days. I come to you, Uncle Ted. I'm telling you, I'm finna let you out early. Do what you tell me. I can't possibly leave now. They are preparing a big celebration for me when I come out. This sound practical? No. How many niggas you know they were locked up? They gonna stay. Man, you know how you get, listen, you leave your store stuff, you ain't trying to take, listen, listen, you leave that junk. You don't eat, you talking, hold on, I gotta finna eat. You busted out here for these folks change their mind for a bunch. Do you understand? I said, whole thing comedy. Oh, he told them, I can't possibly leave today. As they are preparing a big celebration for me. What did it tell me that man captivity been? Let me tell you something. The whole time man that been locked, they finally moved that man into, his stuff negotiated. Everything was going to him negotiate. They even negotiated with him about how he had to break up with Willie when he came out. See, this whole thing been work, his whole group been work, whole lot of, he didn't want to leave Winnie. I don't know why these niggas love me so much. The father of Africa, let me tell you, piss poor. Winnie had been seeing him beating them niggas, playing voodoo on them folk, and he did not want to leave her. They forced his hand to leave Winnie. He was not going to leave her, which tell me what was his stance on her beating these niggas. See, they don't want to talk about that. That's it. I'm the bad guy. Go ahead and put it on me. Why would I want to stay with a woman that been beating my people? His party had to force his hand to do it. They told him it'd be bad for the party. That's why he finally had to leave him. He didn't want to leave him. That's why he made a part of his government when he became president of South Africa. And the cracker, who had been over him for all them years beating him, just amazing, I beat you out and I make you part of my party. Because white people put him up there. Mandela was the cracker nigga. None of Africa ain't got to like it. Just do the math. Why were they fighting to get rid of white man? And the white man they fought against, put him here. He comes on, I get elected. I will share the presidency with them. Does this make common sense? No. This is the nigga finally getting Africa back. But the white man gonna be my assistant, the same white man who been the president. Who's just having to outlive him. That's how they beat him every time. The nigga ain't got a brain. They ain't got a brain in their head. Listen, they'll try to look intelligent. It's impossible. He have feces in his drawers. Let me tell you what I do to him. I let him get the smart thing they got. I let him go. I said, go in there and wipe. Do your best. Get through. I let him put on these tighter white. Get him. I'm going to grab the back, pull him down me behind like this high. That's that. Now take him off. Streak that long. That thing be all the way up to the fruit of the loom in the back. He's not that smart. He's really not that smart. I don't know why people, do they make common sense that I'm going to make the white man who my people want out, they want the white government out of him, but they're going to be part of my cabinet. And Winnie. And them sorry bastards in Africa, they love Winnie too. You can't make up your mind. What's your story? You said she was beating the people with chicken. You said she was oppressing the people. And you, am I making this stuff up? How did she wind up being part of government? Because that's what you do when you sell out your people. But it looked good to these crackers. He ain't never ran them crackers down. He ran down somebody George Bush. He was just mad with Dick Cheney. So let me get, was George Bush Jr. the president when you was arrested? George Bush Sr. wasn't the president when you was arrested. This had been a conglomerate of white people. This man was a killer. Mandela was blowing stuff up on these people. He was fighting for the liberation of his people. They made him, after he got out there, they did the same thing they do. They pulled that nigga teeth and took his claws out. And he was just the nicest he could be. Love white people everywhere. I spent 28 years now, damn a cracker. I spent 28 years, damn maul. I'm going to sit in 28 years in a prison, you keep me locked up. And I can't leave today. I cannot leave today as they are preparing a celebration. That makes sense. That makes sense, like I said. You couldn't leave early because they're going to prepare a cookout for you. I've been trying to escape out of so long, let alone talking about sitting here extra, waiting for a cookout. Because the whole thing, they make stuff look good. They set it up, they brought them out. give them Africa, and they never got Africa back. Africa controlled by the white people. That's why the president of South Africa now over there kissing Russia ass. Listen, they're not smart enough, huh? They're gonna punish him. Let me tell you something. You ain't gonna punish here, a nigga. A nigga in Africa ain't nothing. Cause white folks break them down, destroy them, and rip them apart. And you know why they do that purposely? To show a nigga here he ain't gonna be nothing. Let me tell you something. You don't have to believe it. Ain't nobody in Africa got more fight than we got. Africa think they free. Africa got Coca-Cola, white owned. Africa got white models. White African people walk around with blonde weave in their hair. Now you look damn retarded in Africa with blonde weave and red lipstick because you are oppressed by white people. They've been raped them. Nigeria just passed a law. You can't do no more voiceover than white people. They want them down. They finna punch, they finna tax them. Oh yeah, Nigeria just kicked up on them. Nigeria told me it's done. They just passed a law on them. No more voiceover white people voice. They done with them. They done what these fathers are doing. They trying to pull them down. But the black ones already blind up. They showing, what am I looking at? Signs of white women on the side in Africa. Do you know how insulting this is? How many Africans posters we got over here? White folks not gonna put that stuff up on their walls? Only white corporate buildings are some African people? Africa worse than we are. They bleach their skin. I've been know that. They ain't got bleach their skin. The problem is they bleach their mind. They made them think they leading something. Africa not leading that. They leading in poverty. They leading in stupidity. They really not advanced like they thinking they are. They really not. They still have to beg the West for stuff. The West control. There's no reason a country that's richer in mineral than any other country. Rich in, you have all of the animals. They'll rather come on here. You got Ari, the lion. You got the leopard. You got the cheetah. They'll come here and look at a damn puma. I wouldn't waste my time. I don't know why they would even wear a puma over there. They need to wear some Ari shoes. They're like, man, that's stuff. We don't have no pumas over here. Why we wearing puma? They'll have Ari shoes on. White people, they give them anything. They don't know no better. But I'm just being honest with you. We just in terrible shape. All your black leaders they give you they're gonna be the leaders they gonna give you. Now, I mean, listen, they did the same stuff they did them. Africa, them handcuffs they gave them, they're big. You go and look at them Africa, listen, them handcuffs they put on them. What grown man wrist that small? Which means you know what they did? It means they just crushed the bone in there. Just crushed it. Because they locked it. When they locked, listen, it just broke the wrist. Niggas on here, we talking about the cuts and all like that. Oh, whenever they put them, when they screw them in, they break them. They break a nigga. When they get through, they break them. They look good because they teach us to hate Africa. They teach Africa to hate us. They tell Africa that we stupid, and they teach us they stupid. And we know they stupid if you believe that stuff these white folk been telling you. That we all in love with them, and we all go along with them. You got to be stupid. I just see Africa in a greater light. I see their potential. They just don't see it themselves. I don't know why the African Union ain't got together. They shouldn't be doing business with none of these people. They should be overcharging them. They shouldn't be never exporting nothing out their country. Everything should be on lockdown. They should have military on every border shutting them down. Nobody coming to Africa. They should have been came over here with ships and should have told them, all y'all niggas ready to go. Come on, let's go home. We're going to make things right. They should have been got it. You'd have brought the brains back. The place, listen, soon we going to vote, soon we got here, whole thing going to sink. Isn't that right? Get me over there and let me get one of them big old things that go on top of my head and put an earring right here on one of my nipples. And give me a spill. That's some shoes. I want to mess up these feet. And go barefoot at the whole. We're going too far now. We sleep outside. Whole nigga. It's hot out here. I got to have me some air conditioning. I ain't getting black mama bit. If I get bit by a black mama, it's going to be in a hotel. Isn't that right? It's going to be in a hotel. I'm going to have to tell that boy, hey, boy, do something about your mama. Black mama bit. Don't worry about it. You got to be there. You got to know somebody. That's all. You got to know somebody. Smitty, why they hating? Why they hate, Smitty? Yeah, because she hates. But that's all. I'm going to get rid of that. Go out of time, fella. But we'll come back and finish tomorrow. Who will? That's important. But I do want y'all to be conscious of when we're going through here and we're doing this stuff. Y'all need to know the truth. I ain't 100% sold on none of these people tell me. Okay? I'm not 100% sold on no definition of these people. Because I have to be conscious of the man telling me what words he's rendering. The words he rendering are not close to the word, the definition, which means he's telling me I code like this. I use a word that a nigga won't think nothing of, and the meaning is totally different, but I do this. So I got to watch it because eventually he had to know it's at the fingertips. I know the people, these white people lazy. So I'm to believe that some white man sat down and came up and sat down and just learned every piece of information about us, all of the dialects and the meaning of our word, and came back and scripted out, and here you go. And then he told me he exhausted. I've been here for 400 years. Hell, I don't know every word he used. I'm just being honest. How much time did he spend doing this? I'm 54 years old. I don't know every word he used. Now you telling me he went, how long was he over that day when he came with this information, studied and came up with it? Because in order to interpret, you had to be, you had to be fluent. You had not only just speaking the word, you had to understand the basics of it. You know what I'm saying? It's those things. Who's in school that just taught you word? You went through the alphabets first. You had to learn sounds. You had to learn what words are made when certain letters are put together. Then you start moving into letting teach you word, and they start to teach you how to enunciate sounds. You think, I believe this lazy cracker did that. No, I don't. No, I don't. And you can be stupid if you want to. No, I don't. A lot of his words are argumentative. He said physical. I said physical. That's his argument. I don't listen. This man, listen. The man potato. It depends on how he feel and how he say it. Tomato. It's all argumentative when it comes to this man. Okay? So his words are argumentative, and I believe he got mine down to a science. This is exactly how it's enunciated. No, I do not believe that. I just want to be practical with y'all. I don't believe it. I just don't buy into everything, but I'm going to tell y'all this. In order to get back to where we're going, we got to dig through the pile of crap he done left us. Y'all want the truth, y'all want to lie from me. Y'all want to know where I'm at? Y'all need to know the truth, because I'm tired of it. I got to dig through crap, okay? I got to dig through crap. I got to dig through lies. He done changed borderlines. He done a whole lot of stuff, and he going to come back and tell me this the truth. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They do the same thing they did. They ain't never stole no land from us. They never changed the borderlines with us, and they did it here too. So now you look ridiculous when you start to argue a point. Africa is actually the largest continent on the planet. But the white man get through, he's going to tell me it's Canada. Africa is the largest. They don't have nothing large in Africa. That's not what a white man, he's going to tell you Canada is larger. Canada one of the largest countries he's going to tell you in the world. Because he come, he cut stuff, he takes stuff out. Europe has stretched themselves over further they're supposed to be. The Greeks arguing with Turkey now because they keep moving closer. Turkey ready to go to war with Greece. Y'all don't even know it, do it? Okay. I don't know what. The Greeks have military right now. Listen, Turkey keep telling them, back off. You keep, this is what they do. Look like they ain't even been no whole time they do it. Turkey pissed. Turkey done told them, listen, I'm telling you, this ain't yours. Because they keep moving. That's how they do. They keep moving. They going to put their stakes in line. They going to come and say, this out. Same thing Russia doing. You just keep moving. Just ignore and keep moving. And that's how you don't lost your land. Yeah, where they go, that's all they do. Russia went all the way to Georgia, crossed Poland, all these places. But guess what? Both fight, get them back, push them back. Now they want to push back and try to get it. People just come push stay. That's how white people, they'll take from each other. Ain't nothing new. You think they take from each other, they ain't going to take from us. You just need to know the truth. Y'all young people, I need y'all to focus, pay attention, just watch. When we go through and look at it, if I don't believe something test, I don't believe it. I don't believe everything they tell me. He ain't never told me the truth. He's never told you the truth. Don't think he done started now. That man script for himself. A lot of stuff we read, the white man don't carry no Bible. Donald Trump showed you. He picked up the Bible when that church burned up and held it upside down, just like this. What fool don't look to see first? It's just the back of the front. Which way to work? Because I don't read it. When you look at it, I don't read it. Do you understand? When they tell you I got a Bible upside down standing in front of the church, like, I'm not conscious. I don't read this. This is for poor people. Churches have the most poor people in them, okay? They make poor people. They drown out their money. They don't teach them about wealth, and they don't teach them success. They preach to them a whole bunch of malarkey. They don't invest in their people. They invest in the scam. That's just being honest. It's scamming. Everybody's scamming. So you need to know the truth, so you know what you're dealing with when you're out here. And everybody here, you have to sit and be the judge. If you believe everything them people put down there enunciate right, the man can't say Mexico. How many times y'all heard white people say Mexico? Where do white people tell y'all they go? Who knows the correct pronunciation for the country? What's the correct pronunciation? Mexico. Why does he keep telling me he went to Mexico? Why did he tell me Mexico? That's not the name. No Mexican will tell you he's from Mexico. He's going to tell you from Mexico. Where are you getting Mexico from? We taught it to ourselves, didn't we? Whoa. And I just happened to got the correct name of Elohim from them. And I got all the other words correct. And it's sad that people from there tell you that's not how you enunciate it. And I'm believing he got all my stuff right. He just can't say Mexico. And then he put Spanish in school. Oh, yeah. Who took Spanish? What's the correct name of the country? Who? Have you heard white people come and tell you they've been to Mexico? Where they tell you they gone? Go there at one of the airlines, they tell you when the flight getting ready to leave, and see they said flight getting ready to take out to Mexico. Mexico. Boarded now at gate 7 to Mexico. I'm just trying to help y'all out. Now y'all can believe everything they tell you want to. I'm just not that stupid. It's just some things you guys just stop and be conscious of. I totally believe in Elohim. I believe in his existence. I believe all he's doing and he's working. I just can't believe everything that comes out this man's mouth. Why would this man want me to recover my senses? Right. Okay, that's all I'm trying to get y'all to think about. That's two. Okay. What happened? Appreciate y'all. We didn't get to finish that. You who are willing, we will. I done jumped all over. Y'all got me talking about unit, got y'all looking at other stuff. And appreciate all those out there that support and follow. What you want to do? I want to know, do you, let me hear, ever dream? What you going to do? Your mama like them white boy shirts, don't she? Got my little baby looking like he been out there with Opie Cunningham, ain't it? Who? Prince, you bought this white boy shirt.
This a sweater.
He not a white boy.
This sweater goes over it. It looks cute.
He cute. He like a cute little white boy. Give him a color man shirt. Y'all been bringing some change back to, yeah, bring back some change. Like he want to start. They started dancing and singing and moving to the groove. Yeah. And said, Justin play that music, white boy. Justin play that music, white. Y'all want to hear the release of those Zamar we did? Yes, sir. Y'all, that's tight. Tell Breeze to stop messing around. When y'all want it? They go to band back there, tell Breeze. What he doing? So who y'all think will holding y'all up? Huh? They got a lot of stuff. Now you gonna do them, they ain't gonna stop now. Them guys got a lot of stuff. They got stuff in works, other stuff they doing. So they just got to get Breeze and Jaheed to get them. You have something. That's Jesus, Breeze and Jaheed. One of them they can be done in 5 minutes. Other one got to go to sleep. Broad daylight. Yeah, you know it's 9:30 in the morning. I need to go to sleep for about 15 hours. Man want to go to sleep and wake back up 10 hours later to write 2 balls. My man, stay your behind up. That's right, point him out. All right, point him out. I'm joking, holding it up. Point him up again, right now. That's him. Holding us up. Point it with that white man shirt on. Come on. That man, all right. All right. Oh, we got what she got to get finished, give her hers. All you got to do is tell Breezy, say, Breezy, you really holding us up. Not us, we good. We just waiting on Breezy. Breezy! Yeah, Breezy. You like that dream? Yes, you do. We've been waiting on him. Humpback, like, he just got out of prison. White t-shirt, white pants. I thought, man, is he on some kind of prison relief, work relief program? Man, on some white pants and a white t-shirt. I said, maybe on some kind of prison release swap that chain gang. Yeah. One of them 90-day boot camp. One of them little 90-day boot camp. I'm get ready to stand here, one. Give me your hand clap. Let me get it over, man. What's the announcement? Shaquille? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
It's his birthday.
Oh, my baby. Man, hey, happy birthday, boy. Happy birthday. Papa fat man. Happy birthday. Hey, boy, you is fat. Ain't no birthday with today. What am I doing? Y'all talk about the shop. I ain't know. Nobody told me nothing. Dude, did you call and tell me your birthday was today? His shirt might have threw me off. They didn't tell my baby's birthday. So, listen, we're going to do something. We're going to sell something that your Mimi own, and we're going to buy you something. What you want for your birthday? What you want for your birthday? You don't want nothing? Ooh, I love that grandchild. Ooh, he's special. I like it. I heard me. Now he don't want. He said, I tried to ask him. What you want for your birthday? You don't want nothing? You can't have that boy. It's something else. Something Mimi got we could sell and get rid of. All right, what else we got? Who has birthday? What else we got? Oh, happy birthday. Man, it's their birthday. Ain't anybody told me how many? Dudes. He said he gone on his birthday. Dudes, why you didn't tell me your birthday was today? All right, we got to make it up. We got to get him something. Don't worry about it. Folks forgot my birthday too. Well, all right, Uncle Ted, what you praying so fast for? We talking about folks forgot my birthday. Uncle Ted, we talking about folks forgot my birthday. What you praying so fast for? You know it's serious when he stopped shaking. He said, I'll tell you what I turned. He said, No. All right, y'all ready? Hold on. Dwayne, you was in the same boot camp. I'm just getting, where all these white pants and t-shirts coming from? All right, let us pull out. Kudash Shabba, Hadu, separated Father, for all you done, thank you. For allowing us to be here for your Dabarim, your words. Hadu for your being, Yahushua HaMashiach, who ransomed his Kai, his life, in becoming our Zabak, which is our sacrifice or slaughter, that we could be redeemed unto you in due time, that you will blot out the Qatar and the Ma'al of us and the Benin and of the Abba before it's a long too late. Baraka us and seal us with the Ruach HaKadosh. Baraka us according to the Berith you Shabbat to Abraham, Yassakak, Jacob, to Yahudi man, to Yasharal, and their Tuladab, even to us and our Tuladab, which are our generations. Baraka, your Shalakim, your Ra'ah, your Malaki, the Shareth you place here in the vineyard with me. Baraka, Jerusalem. Baraka, the married, the single, the separated, the sick and the afflicted, the out-of-towners, behind prison walls and bereaved, war-stricken country, disease and pestilence, gone astray and taken from us. Those that asked us to plow for them and with them, that support your dabarim, those in authority whom you put for your execution and your vindication. Baraka, those in going through the flood, the fires, the tornadoes, the earthquakes, as we consider ourselves. Please forgive us for all we've done and said in places we've gone to. I know it might sound repetitive, but constantly we want to remind ourselves, zakah, which is the marker to remember of where we came from and how we neglected you in so many ways, even your dabarim, in order to fit in with other groups or to fit in with society. But how do for you just touching our lives, our minds, to bring us to a repentant state, to say we're sorry, that we repent for all we've done and all we've said and everything we've done, that we might be joint heirs with the Mashiach and be of the Kodashim, and that you will make us unrebukable and unblameable in your mashpah, in your in your sight. Let your Shem be Pa'ar, which is beautified. Let the Kabod, the Kabar, which is the glory and honor, go unto you, and to Yahushua HaMashiach, whom without none of these things would be possible. That we wouldn't have the strength to even be able to call upon your Shem, which is called upon your name. But you being full of compassion, you forgave us, and you've given us this great opportunity. Continue to heal those that are not here, that had a desire to be here. Be with those that did press their way, that they'll continue in the Amunah, that we'll ahab one another as you've ahabed us, that we will demonstrate forth all of the wondrous works that you granted unto us, and just keeping us among the Ka'i, and keeping our individual mishpachah, barak them that they'll consider, that they'll yara you and fear you always, but truly you're worthy. And when we've done all we can do here on this side, we palau for Beth in your Elam Malkuth, which is the home of your empire, where we can see your Pani, your face, and Tahalim, your Shem better. In the Shem of Yahushua, HaMashiach, we palau. Let us all say, Amen. Come home! Come home! Ahabya. I only want the best singers. If you can't sing, you don't need to be up here, because we be jamming. Oh my goodness. We say that, look at that. The best singers? Joker, you know you can't sing, Joker. I'm going to be listening too. Who else got it? No, he can't sing. My enemy. All right, y'all ready? Joker, you be lip singing. Let her get up here so we can say, come on now. Dude. You going to get up here with us and you going to be singing, Joker? Happy birthday, Joker.
While we sing, can Deuce do the dinosaur dance?
Oh, that's scary. He already got enough problem. Y'all ready?
You want to do the dinosaur dance?
No, he got enough problem. Y'all ready? We want to hear you sing, Joker. Quit pulling your sweat. Let me hear you. We want to hear y'all come up with something. I'm going to be listening. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, hit it. Ra-ah-ah, the little children. Ooh. All the children of the congregation. Ooh. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Ra-ah, the little children of the congregation. Woo! Come home! I have you. Joker, you ain't even saying, Joker.